in the place where everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? That'd be just swell. Botrix has correctly joined the channel, so we're off to an absolute flyer. Can't argue with that. Just getting a notification. Apparently I'm live. Thank you very much, YouTube, for notifying me of that. I would never have known. Oh man, I've got someone in me emails trying to sell me their not products, their services, and I don't need them. I don't need SEO. Nobody on this planet is searching for me. Hello man, you turning up the volume helps. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Are you alright? How are you in yourself? Does help, always helps. Unless you're going deaf, at which point it won't help at all. Oh, how are you? There's still snow on the grass outside, despite the fact that it rained. Steve-o, Norfolk calling. Can you hear me, Norfolk? Can you hear me, Norfolk? Hello to Steve. Helen, the Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field. And to Ruby Roo. I will stick some stuff in the post for you, mate. I haven't got round to it because I'm a lazy, bone idle sod, and I've been doing other stuff, obviously, because I'm just abysmal. I'm abysmal. I really am abysmal. But I'll get round to it ASAP. Sorry, ASAFP, more like it. Bit of grace on the Al Dukey. Loud and clear. I can ask for no more than that. To be loud and clear. Hopefully I've amended the volume on everything else that's to follow tonight as well. I think I have, but I've had to put so much onto this particular stream tonight. It's been ridiculous. Thankfully I've had a bit of help, so made it a bit quicker, but oh man, I've done so much for this. Lights all fully charged, and if one of them goes out, it's not my fault. Slovakia and Japan are on the board. Miss Ford. For Toby and for Jim. Jim, a traditional Japanese name, by the way. Jim is from the Wirral. How the bloody hell do you go from the Wirral to Tokyo, man? Tokyo. Steve, you said in your text, mate, didn't you? You've been enduring horrendous cold. Don't know how long you'll be on tonight. Oh, don't worry, mate. The fact that your name has popped up at all is absolutely fantastic. Hoping you are much better, much quicker, all of you. That will include the ball for Rubes. It will. It is. And some other bits and pieces. Not a huge amount, but whatever I can send, I will do. Not my tax bill, obviously. But other stuff. I will get round to it. Because I bought the envelope, or envelopes, for stuff to go out. There you go. I have the mail bags. I am dropping Jess off at work tomorrow, so that'll be the first time this year. She's been off since just before Christmas, which is completely and utterly wiped out my regular. Don't want to call it a schedule, but I'm in the habit of this little little routine, not a schedule, just a little routine of up at some point in the morning and then mash at midnight. Hopefully it'll be with you ASAP, because obviously it's not Christmas anymore. The posties can get on with it. Have you had any snow down there, Steve N? We have, which you will see very shortly. Just let a few more people join in. If anyone's joining in, I'll show you. I have had an issue with snow today, just to let you know. I've had a shower and I've had to put clean socks on, dry, because snow. Also, I at some point will have to get into the boot of my car because snow. That's all I'm saying. It should be incredibly embarrassing, but to be honest with you, I have laughed non-stop for about the last 4 hours because I'm a fucking idiot. I wonder how our Louise is. There's plenty of snow, isn't there? Steve, no worries, mate. You didn't need to do that, but thank you very much. It is much appreciated. Yeah, I wonder how our Louise is. 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle. Plenty of snow on Pennines and all around there, so hopefully they'll be alright. The Bridgewater Canal has burst its banks, which is causing all kinds of hassle. I didn't watch the Liverpool game earlier, but apparently about 2 hours before kick-off, the pitch was just completely covered in snow. It's mad. And we should be used to it. I know we're not because of where we are, but we should be because of where we are. We are very north in the Atlantic. We will get snow. Thankfully, where we are in the northwest, we don't get as much. Most of it falls on Newcastle and Yorkshire, and then a little bit on Manchester as it crosses over the Pennines, but we don't get a lot of it. But it was lovely. For most of the time, it was lovely. Just nice seeing our garden look like everyone else's. But all I wanted to do was get the snow off my car, because I also needed to put the car condom on the front. I don't want to be trying to get ice off tomorrow morning. As long as the front is clear, I'm alright. And then I had to walk around the car to do it, obviously, and my feet were soaking wet. I was having to be really careful. I don't want to be falling over, because if I did, it would have been horrific. One-handed man trying to stop himself from breaking his neck. No rain, 12 degrees Celsius. What? 12 C? How? I think ours with 2 degrees at the moment. I think. With a little bit more, 2 degrees feels like -3. Rain stopping soon, apparently. And then just rain tomorrow. It was supposed to be snowing as well, but it's not now. I can settle for that. It'll be 3 degrees when I leave in the morning and raining. Hopefully that'll be alright. But at some point I want to back the car up, because it's right here outside. And then I don't want to be putting electric outside, but I can hang an extension out my window where it's out the way. And I will then have to get a hairdryer or something and try and dry the boot of my car, because there was a lot of snow in it. There was a lot of snow. Plenty of it. You had a bit, but it didn't stay long. How about the mountains? Seeing as though you can see them from where you are. Was there any there? Were any on top at Thills? On top at Thills? Spoilers, yeah, I know. But I've got to warn you slightly. I have got to warn you slightly. It is stupid. Genuinely stupid. And I hope that you enjoy the video as much as I do. Oh, and also, are you watching Thermos? It's only small. It's like a normal sized cup. It's a smeg cup. Not an egg cup, but a smeg cup. Lid off. Because I'm still worth it, you shower bastards. Can't see beyond the field, never mind the mountains. Right, is it like that bad? Cloudy. It's a shame because the mountains are amazing. There was someone on Blue Sky who took some pictures of Goodison Park. He said one of his ambitions, his lifelong ambitions, was to take pictures of Goodison Park in the snow. I'll never get round to it. It'll never happen. And then he went out yesterday and today and has took pictures of Goodison, and they look absolutely amazing. He must be buzzing with them. They look lovely. It was before it got dark. Did you notice as well? I said to my dad, 4:15 this afternoon. All right, it's helped by the fact that the clouds were full of snow and quite light. But at 4:15, it was daylight. A week ago, at 4:15, it would have been pitch black. We are rapidly getting towards much lighter nights. I mentioned it, didn't I? Was it a week ago? It got to 4 o'clock before sunset. So it'll be about, 4:10 now. In a couple more weeks, it'll be getting towards 5 o'clock, and just keep knocking the half hours off. And we'll be there, man. Spring's going to be good. We shouldn't moan about the snow. It doesn't come too often. While it's here, just enjoy it. Throw a snowball at someone. Pretend that you're 8 again. But it's about time Mandy levelled up. I doubt it, but you never know. You never know. But while we're here, by the way, just make sure I'm logged in. Even though it's working, chatbot is working, just make sure it is fully logged in. Level 39. Ooh. Level 39. That'll dink dank do. Just saying. It has been cold all day. Some fella come out to have a look at the gas yesterday to check the gas fire and also the boiler as part of the landlord's sort of, the regulations that he has to stick to. And he didn't. I think he might have done something. So the heating came on last night at 7 o'clock as normal, but only lasted for an hour, and it wasn't long enough. So I've changed it today. I've managed to find the instructions for it and turn it up to 9, which should be good. Why am I coming through so quietly? I can boost it slightly, see if that goes up. Is that any better? Any better now? Can you hear me? It was going mad the other week. I've had to change to another audio input capture because it's been going a bit weird. I haven't been robbing your points at all, Mandy. You're high up now, level 39. It takes ages to earn the points. That's louder. Better. I don't know why the other thing I had set up isn't working now. OBS is being a bit of a pain in the arse. I don't know. It's louder in the area. Feel better all. Not just a cold, but due to Spen Godfrey. How's it going, Tomash? Tomash. The man, the myth, the legend. Norfolk folk, I like that. How are we? Smeg cup. It's not a cup of smeg, it's just a smeg cup. But it doesn't carry anywhere near enough liquid for a greedy fat bastard like myself. But that is a mighty fine cup of tea. Mighty fine. We have some stuff to be shown. Quite a few bits and pieces, to be honest with you. Has Domingo destroyed the ball yet? Has it been destroyed? And if you don't know what this is in relation to, it is this. Our Domingo with the ball that Mandy knitted. Marvellous stuff. You're finishing cleaning the bathroom, so listening in. Be with you shortly, because there's loads of stuff to come today. You're cold because you're just taking the bin out, which won't be collected with the weather anyway. Of course not. Smeg cup. Yep. I bought a Smeg cup just to see what it's like. It's too small, but it's really nice. He's been very respectful. He's a respectful cat. I don't think Mandy's crying. I think she likes the fact that her efforts are being appreciated. I think. I don't want to put words in your mouth, Mandy, but I think that's the kind of deal you'd be looking at with that. And you can't exactly knit her out of steel, can you? I mean, on it, can you? Oh. I was out in the snow earlier. Do not wear weaved sketches outside on the snow. It's no good. I couldn't wear my boots, obviously, because I can't tie them. And I'd end up just like Ali with untied boots, face planting. Nobody needs that. Happy to see it being played with. Mandy. Disgusting behaviour. And it's nice. Rather than just being knitted and put on a shelf or being put somewhere, it is being put to good use. It's a nice connection. Should your ears be burning? Only if you try and answer the phone while you're doing the ironing. Not good. Ali, we have one of your videos as well, don't we? Which I forgot to do because my head has been firmly up my ass. But we'll get there. We will get there. We'll show it tonight. I've even put some AI music over it because I'm good like that. Hopefully it suits. I think it suits anyway. Tom is here. How have you got on, Ali? Has it snowed over in Ireland? Did you fall in the snow? I almost did. And I also filmed myself being an absolute tit, just for your enjoyment. Well, it wasn't for your enjoyment, but I've clipped it for your enjoyment. There's no panic. There's no panic. All right, you're going to show us. He's taking the off breaks well. Still having trouble with the googly. Sounds very much like every English left-handed batsman I know of. I've got no idea if that's right or not. Sure, I wouldn't know. Louise, how are you doing? The frozen north, how are you doing? 38,000 feet up Mount Kilimanjaro. How's things? You all right? Have you had plenty of snow up there? We've had actual snow. It's cray-cray, and not in a good way. Oh, there has been snow in Ireland. Down Ireland. That's your actual island. Doesn't look very, where we go? Doesn't look very green, does it? But I bet you from space, from the ISS, it will look amazing. Look at it. Fantastic. The first one was earlier, the second one was this evening, and in the first video you'll hear the F-bomb. Oh, Ali-o, how could you? Never ever more sketches. Is that the new compass mnemonic? I can't even speak. north, east, west, south. Skechers I had to buy because I can only use one hand. I had to buy slip-on shoes when I first came home. I have got a pair of Adidas Stan Smith Velcro webs, but I haven't used them yet. Ali Alio first up. Piggly dinging, ready to go. Nanook North. Yes, if flakes don't melt, will the snowflakes melt? Do you want a snowflake with that, love? It is bloody freezing as well, isn't it? But it's not. I stood at the front door earlier and it was snowing. It wasn't cold. It was only when I went out into the snow and that damp. It's the damp that does it. Louise got 5 inches last night and was putting pictures of it on the RDA. What? Hang on. What? All 5 inches live on the RDA. Fair play. Never ever woven Skechers in the snow. It is now. The new mnemonic. This tune isn't very weather appropriate. Which tune? The first picture of you by the Lotus Eaters. You actually said "wahey" out loud. Way, not wahey, but way used to be the thing that we did in work all the time. Anytime anyone said anything remotely disgusting, the whole office used to go way. I miss that. I occasionally send a text to me mate, who I haven't seen in years because he works in a different place. Way. This tune that's on at the moment is appropriate for every kind of weather. The first picture of you, the first picture of summer. That'll be here soon. Good Scouse band. Proper tune, man. Inch in, inch out, and an inch in and out is all it takes. It does. That's all it takes. Just a final inch, isn't it? That makes all the difference. Where Donald lives, there's no snow. Is that because it's so windy the bloody snowflakes can't land and stay? He has got snow, but it's coming in sideways, so it's going over his head. I'm sure that's what it is. It's mad. Well, obviously, as Steve said, 12 degrees where he is. Loads of rain, but no snow. The whale's gone mad. Oh, hang on. I need to get back to another page on the little stream deck because I've got loads of stuff to trigger tonight. Loads of stuff. It's getting confusing, this. I think I need another large stream deck. Swear, no bread in most shops. Is that people going absolutely insane? Walking out with like 27 loaves because it's going to be snowy for 2 days. Same as over Christmas. Tesco was shut for, was it 1 day? Christmas Day, that was it. And then everyone's going out with like 7 trolleys full of food. Nowhere to put it. It's cray and not in a good way. Bucket of hot chocolate for Armanda. There you go. Do you believe in miracles? Very nice. I'm going to find out if Smeg do bigger cups because that's only a cup-sized cup and I don't drink cup-sized cups anymore, do I? Obviously, because I'm a greedy fat bastard, so I need a massive one. The thermos ones are quite big. You too, Louise, try and dilute the Baileys. Can you have a flake with Baileys? That's an actual picture of our Louise, by the way. Anyone watching, that's her. Hello to the 6,000 people watching over on Twitch. There's not 6,000 people watching on Twitch. Kirsty has entered the building. Bauxite sued Verity Shush. Orifice, ooh. Disunity, Wooding Audition. 40th modicum. followed by, I don't know, Gromity, Fisher, Dogger Bank. That does sound like the shipping forecast, doesn't it? Owie. A bucket of Cavonia. Our poor Steve and Helen are suffering from the ick. Send them a bucket of Cavonia. That'll help you. The night nurse is always fantastic as well. Vodka and night nurse works well. Knocks you out for days. It's amazing. Right, has everyone got eyes on the screen? Right, it snowed, didn't it? My car was covered in snow, so I thought I would go and get in the boot of my car and I would get my little squeegee and I would then get rid of all the snow off my car. It didn't go fantastic. Watch this. Oh, shite. Thank you, Mandy, for the little cartoon at the end. Yes, I opened up the boot to get the squeegee and all the snow that was on the back window slid down into the boot and ended up with a boot full of snow. It was ridiculous. And yes, I know it's a saloon. I just wasn't thinking. Schoolboy error doesn't even come close to explaining that one. And then I went, oh, bollocks. I looked down and there's just snow everywhere. And I started having to shovel it out with my bare hand. So I walked in and my fingers were freezing. Just been stupid, man. And I know I had to get the squeegee out to do the rest of the car, but why didn't I just, while I was there, quickly zhuzh get rid? No. Feckin' idiot. And then I clipped that little bit, and every time I watched it, I was pissing myself laughing. Because that's just stupid thing to do. And I'm supposed to be a relatively intelligent man. Obviously not. What are you? I like the style of the title pages I'm using. Man learns life lesson. The fonts, the colour, etc. Yeah, I try to make it look a little bit, not Wes Anderson-ish, but you know, I like that style. There's something I did like. There's an advert on at the moment, and I can't remember what it's for. But it's an Italian restaurant called Gino's, and his daughter saves money for something, and at the end of it he goes, right, I'm retiring, here's the keys, and it just changes to Gina's outside, and it's got a green background, it's got a lovely font and colour on it, and I thought I'd like to go for something like that. And then I AI'd a green wooden background. I think it looks alright. It's got a certain vibe to it, so I'm going to stick with that. It is life lesson as well, isn't it? It's a proper life lessons learned. If you can't learn from your life lessons, you never will. Steve and Helen, hope you both get better soon. Don't forget the hot water bottles, definitely. Loads of liquids as well. Piss yourself healthy. I tell my daughter this constantly. Whatever's the problem with you, piss yourself healthy. The body will look after itself. Give it plenty of water and piss yourself healthy. In case you missed that, that's piss yourself healthy. Watched it on repeat, Mandy. Thank you very much. And you were right when I mentioned it to you. I had my phone in my pocket. I should have shown you what it looked like in the back. It was an absolute disaster. It looked like the 1996 Everest disaster, but with glass cleaner and things in there, and I've got a pair of shoes in there that I wear on Ainsdale Beach when I go for a wander round, so I'm not dragging sand everywhere. They are now covered in both sand and snow. Horrific. London has had 0.1 centimetres of snow and come to a standstill. They just can't deal with it. We can't deal with it, man. Helen brought her into the house from work. Oh, not been able to breathe through your nose for 5 days, and you've got so much. You might have given yourself an hernia, as we call it up north. Hernia, with a U. As they got hernia, oh, be careful, mate. Loads of Cavonia, loads of water. Piss yourself healthy. a ginger ale for Tomash. An ale of the ginger. Ooh, you can't beat a nice ginger ale, can you? I haven't had a ginger ale in ages. I might have one. Good for you as well, ginger. I did have an entire pack of Tesco's ginger nuts to myself. Pretty much in one go. Because I am a greedy, skinny, fat bastard. Jet well soon, definitely. With me being a bit further up the north, I am a bit further up north. Also coastal. We haven't completely gone to slush yet. The roads have, because obviously cars have been up and about all the time. But it's still snow on the grass because it hasn't gone above 2 degrees. Even though it's rained, it hasn't gone above 2, so it stayed. The fall, make yourself better. Yep, piss yourself better. The fall, of course, Marky Smith, who appeared as Jesus in the sitcom Ideal, when he was totally wild. It is how I normally look. Very slushy. Had snow last night, but it was gone by this morning, so the snow hasn't affected London too much. Wednesday's going to be worse, according to the weather forecast. Is Wednesday going to be bad? It's not going to be bad here, is it? Unless things have changed completely. Wednesday is sunny here, although it does say -2. Oh, could be more snow. 10 o'clock tonight. Possibly. Could be. You never know. It's getting slushy. Is that the weather, or are you watching rom-coms? Meant to be getting more snow this evening. It's snowing again on Mount Pendle, 38,000 feet up. Look at that. There's our Louise, 38,000 feet up. Wrap up warm. Wrap up warm, Louise. Do I need to send you a yak full of stuff? Have we got yaks over here, apart from Yakubu? Lots of schools. Close. Oh. Are you nicely warmed, Louise? Are you nicely warmed? Is that what that is? Is that a plug-in cover? Plan finally paid off. There's where Louise is now. That looks warm to me. That looks proper warm. I like that. Stay warm. Unless you want to go out and have a snowball fight, of course. Let yourself be 8 for about 20 minutes, then get in and get warmed again. Rill, it's always sunny, and Rill is forecast for sun on Wednesday as well. We must be missing it then. There must be bands of this stuff going across the country where, like today, Norfolk, 12 degrees, no snow. Midlands and the north, snow everywhere. We're going to get snow, sun till the day. You know, it's going to be mad, isn't it? Get plenty of cat food. Stock up on the herbs as well. Herbs with a H, by the way, not herbs. Got rain at the moment in that there London there. Oh, sorry, that's a 10.5 tog duvet that you had spare. 10.5 tog is the absolute sweet spot, I find. That's what mine is on the bed at the moment. Which, bizarrely, I've got a spare 4, I think it's a 4 tog duvet in that there cupboard there, wardrobe even. I didn't have to put that on this year. When I was living upstairs in that bedroom, I had to every year. Because it's so cold in this room, with it being a garage. During the summer it stays nice. So you can get away with a 10.5 tog all year round. Which I think is fantastic. Yeah, get Ruby a little barrel round the neck and send her up like a St Bernard all 38,000 feet. Barrel filled with bodies. Boddingtons, not bodies, obviously. 10.5 tog. Colder the better. No, it's nice. 10.5's nice. Yeah, so Ernie, what was it like meeting Eric before the game the other day? Whoa! Rod Gilbert on Togs is one of your favourite comic bits. Is it Togs with a TH though? It should be with Rod, shouldn't it? If it's Rod with an H, it should be Togs with a H. Thogs. I've not seen that, I don't think. Tomash, where are we?
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It's there. 24. That's almost 42. Base. We have our first one. I'm going to have a swig from the smeg. Glass of Kirk. The thermos is better, but that is cool. That's proper cool, mate. Proper cool, but you know what I mean? Proper cool. Well, what have I done there? What have I done? So what have I done? Yeah, that. Where are we now? I'll tell you what. So we'll try and warm us up by having Ali's little safari. It's not a safari, is it? But you know what I mean? A little safari thing. A little safari video. Watch this. It's not a safari, it's in South Africa, but you know what I mean.
Go. I would recommend getting up to that viewpoint there where you've got the little level ground, and then you'd rather come down, walk down and see what the story is, rather than stop on this rise. He's going to knock into the boat with his head.
that lovely? Isn't that lovely? Ireland looking fantastic, as you say. Casper, Connor, how you doing? You okay? What you see is what you get. I am as erudite and brilliant in person as on screen, obviously. The ball was fantastic. The experience, the highlight of a match day, that doesn't say much because, let's face it, a 2-0 home defeat by Notts Forest. Anything could have been the highlight. Standing in dog shit could have been the highlight of the match day for that, to be honest with you, in the area. Yes, that is downtown Offaly by our alley. That's the high town. I am very, very quiet. I am. Very quiet. Snowed where you are, Con. It snowed everywhere. Bloody everywhere. Absolutely bloody everywhere. Snowed on the back of my car as well. Unfortunately. Life's lesson learned. That's all I'm saying. Life lesson learned. It's fantastic. We love that. Thank you very much. Anyone else who wants to share anything or get involved, let me know. Let me know. But you might have to remind me 3 or 4 times because my mind has gone absolutely west lately. Whereabouts was it taken? Ali Alio. In South Africa. But whereabouts? Do we know? Yeah, not sure about Cork, but you heard that you're supposed to be getting more snow tonight. We are as well where we are, and then it's going to be sunny a little bit later. Not overnight, obviously. Jeez. Because if it was sunny overnight, it'd be day, wouldn't it? To be honest. But we can't complain. We have got away for about the last, 13 years. Got away with murder. Murder. We have not had bad winters at all. The other day, I had to take Jess into town. Saturday, was it? Or was it Friday? One or t'other. And I went and parked up in the dogging car park, obviously. And the sea was actually in. And it was about an hour and a half after high tide. But it was in. You could see it. It was lovely. So I think I'm going to have to keep an eye on when the real high tides are. And maybe get down there and show you that the water does actually come in. But it was lovely. Bloody cold. I managed to get out and do, I think it was one little bit of filming. I thought, sod this, I'm getting back in the car, it's too much. Hope you get more snow tonight because you don't want to go to work tomorrow. Alright, Connor, we'll do an Indian rain dance for you. But a snow dance. It's like an Indian rain dance, but it's more cool, man. South Africa, you don't know the region. If you Google the highest pub in South Africa, it might let you know. That sounds like a dare to me, that Ali Alio. The highest pub in South Africa, the Sani Mountain Escape, Sani Top in Lesotho. There you go. Lesotho. Be right back near what is. Last night it was a clear starry sky and a nice -9.2. Of course, as soon as the sky is clear, it will be a lot colder. A lot colder. Clouds act like a duvet, like a 10.5 tog duvet, which apparently is too warm for Hot Stuff Louise there, 38,000 feet up on Mount Pendle. Yeah, it keeps the heat in, which is why when it snows, it's not normally as cold as a couple of days before or after when it's really cold. You know, the water comes in. It was on the news the other day, the actual news, the water coming into Southport. It is, it's very rare. 33 years I've lived here, I've seen it 10 times. In fact, it'll be more than that, won't it? It'll be 34 years in May. That's cray. High tide was midday today in Southport. There was no chance of me getting there for that. No chance. But I will be out at 8 o'clock in the morning. I have to go earlier than that, won't I? Just to make sure that the car's alright. I'll be out and about, gallivanting, listening to the sloshing of the melted snow in the boot. I've got to take my basket out with all my stuff. I'm going to have to throw loads of stuff away. I've ruined it. Ruined it. But, you know, life's lessons learned, man. Lesotho is quite the opposite of Denmark, as it doesn't really have any point below 1,000 metres above sea level. Ah, right. So it's quite a high place, yeah. Rare enough to be newsworthy, it is. Genuinely is. Got one of the biggest beaches in the world. People that come here from the Sahara Desert call it a busman's holiday. They get a bit jealous, homesick when you come here. It's crazy. And it is literally, I mean, genuinely, you've seen pictures of the pier, haven't you? Or videos of the pier. If you go to the left of the pier, there's water there. If you go to the right, it's just sandbanks everywhere. Mad. But if you go to like Ainsdale as well, the sea comes right up, but it also goes right out. So depending on what time of the day you arrive, you've either got to do a marathon to get there, or get up the dunes to avoid being swept away. Thinking of the flats that got evacuated. Oh, yeah, the flats. Wouldn't it have been easy to shovel it out rather than dry it out? You say that now. I panicked I haven't got a shovel on me. I used my hands. Fairly big hands, but thin. Penis fingers. Sorry, what do you call me? Scooped a lot out, but not enough, obviously. Why is that hunting? I was so tempted to buy a camera last night. It was only £2,000. Fuck's sake. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. But yes, it would have been. It would have also been much easier to have cleared the back window rather than opening the fucking boot as well. But here we are. Lessons learned. For those of you that weren't here for it, by the way, this is what happened today when I was going in the boot to get a squeegee out to get all the snow that was covering my car. This is what happened. Oh, shite. Oh, shite indeed. Lifted up the boot and all the snow that was on the back window slid down into the boot. And then I was struggling. I could barely walk anyway because it was really slippery on the ground. And I was working one-handed. But a lesson has been learned. In fact, 2 lessons will have been learned. I have got antifreeze in the house rather than just in the boot, because the other day I couldn't even get in the boot. It frozen solid. When I opened it, it shows on the desktop that it's opened, but it wouldn't open because it was frozen. So everywhere I was driving, it was going beep, 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 boot open, and it wasn't until I got to my nieces to pick her up, and I jumped out and fucking give it one of them, and the boot opened. I was clear to shut it then. I am not used to having a saloon car. My previous 3 cars have all been hatchbacks. In fact, my previous 4 cars have been hatchbacks. My first car that I bought was a Capri. That was a hatchback, wasn't it? Then a Volkswagen Polo, Nissan Primera, Toyota Aventus. My dad's had Minis. The last saloon car that we had would have been Sierra Sapphire, I think. That's possibly the only saloon car of my dad's that I've ever driven. Everything else he's had in my lifetime has been a hatchback. The Sierra XR4i, Cavalier LXi, Ford Mondeo, Vauxhall Corsa for his driving. No, it wasn't a Corsa. It was a little Corsa. That was a heap of shit. Then he's had Minis ever since. Oh no, Minis are not hatchbacks, are they, really? Really. They've got a stupid little boot. Although it is a hatchback, but it's not. It's a little twat back. Yeah, but every car, even my ma's got a Ford Focus, which is a hatchback as well. And before that, she had a Citroen 208, I think it was, which is a hatchback. But before that, she had Wilf, which was a Vauxhall Frontera 4x4, which was shit, but brilliant at the same time. And I've got a winter picture of when it was really snowing. That 2011 was it? And that's her car at the time. When Lanks played at Southport in the summer, Bumble was asked about the toss on Lanks TV. Bat or bowl first. He said to the oblivious interview, if Tard's out, bat. If it's in, bowl. Definitely. Bumble. Shouldn't every game be about 900 points each at Southport? It's such a small place. My daughter works over the road from there. Minding Alan Hansen's granddaughter, by the way. You've got an ice warning for tomorrow. Damn you, saloon, I know. But it's nice. I like the car. I need to look after it better. Probably should get one of those little Vax spot washers, shouldn't I? If this ever happens again. Get the Vax out and just hoover it all up. Your new car battery died in cold on Thursday. Mrs. Tom's heater died escaping Wales last night and a keyless entry gave up the ghost. That's the problem with it's not even cold. I mean, cars work in Siberia and northern Canada and all kinds of stuff. We can't get them to work here. Your first 3 cars were saloons, so you are used to it. The old minis are saloons, modern ones are hatchbacks. Yeah, they were, weren't they? The little mini ones, you used to drop them down rather than lift them up. Ice warning till Thursday. Oh, be careful, man. Connor, be careful, mate. The Frontera name is coming back. Oh, yes, definitely. Hang on where we are. Definitely for the flag. If you're watching Sean Dyche, why are you watching this? Why aren't you working out your resignation period, you absolute twat? Would it make more sense to not keep de-icer inside the car? Yes and no. It makes more sense to keep one in the car and one outside the car. Because you can be in your car, park somewhere, come out and need it. So you need one in the car. But also need one in the house, because when you come out and you can't get into your car because it's been raining and it's frozen solid, needs to be done. Know what I mean? Your uncle in Sweden has a timer set boiler so the car starts warming up like an hour before he needs it. Yeah, loads of cars and loads of people in the frozen wastelands and in the north and stuff. They have stuff like that, don't they? Just do a little thing on your app on your phone and it starts warm stuff up for you. We need that. Although my car's 20 years old, so... Yeah, it is now, actually. 2005, 2025. It's 20 years old. It's got nothing like that. Jennings got 300 odd batting earlier of the year. It's always a good pitch. Batters are kept in check. All right. Do enjoy a hike onto the railway line. If you go over the railway line, that's Dover Road, and just down there, my daughter works. So I drive past there on a daily basis. Minus 20. What? Would like a cup of tea in my Smeg cup? Yes, I would. Definitely. And a bigger Smeg cup. It's thawing today and raining at noon, so now it's freezing again. It's going to be slippery tomorrow. It is. That's where black ice comes from. Normally ice you can see because it's got little fingery bits in it, hasn't it? Like veins and things. And when it melts and goes clear and then freezes over, it becomes black ice and you can't see the piston thing. But your back tyres will find them. Mandy, would you like a drink, Mandy? Cider for Connor. Something to warm you up, Casper. Yeah, that'd be done, wouldn't it? Make sure you turn off heaters and blowers and everything electrical before you try to start the car in the cold, especially if it's a Ford, definitely. Don't leave anything else running because it will just explode or not start. Side of a Connor. More Cavonia for Steve. Should bring back those little triangle windows in the front side windows. I like them. Something for bar. Someone to rub Vicks onto your chest. Can't beat a bit of Vicks, can you? Another hot chocolate. With a drop of tea in the area. Some Jaffa cakes for our Ali Ali out, and you can have either of them if you want. And a bucket of tea. Obviously we're not having little ones, we're having big buckets of tea. It's been snowing quite a lot the last 3 days, especially yesterday. Got some great footage. That's what you like to see. A lot of the footage I've got over the last few days has been miserable. At least when it's been snowing or the snow on the ground, you get that lovely diffused light bouncing up. It looks fantastic. Me likey mucho. Oh, is it a red wine night tonight, Louise? Is that what we're talking? Twisted Louise's arm, yes. Breaking strain of a Kit Kat you've got, young lady. Red wine it is. I am jealous. Although I've got my smeg, haven't I? Can't whack a smeg. Is Helena poorly that she can't rub you up? Hang on. She's getting better. Brilliant. That's what we like to see. Hopefully you both are and back to full fitness ASAP. A little bottle of wine for Louise. Why is it always wine? A little bottle. That's very, very Southport, that. There's a froth on his little bottle. Froth, which is froth for normal people. Little bottles. Speaking of that, I used to do little doodles, little cartoons. I still do to this day, to be honest with you. Mostly owls. And I did some peas and carrot stuff, which was a bit weird. I drew a typical Oasis fan who could have been from anywhere in the country. But he's become Mankman. So I think he's going to start appearing on screen now and then. And of course, I had to give him a theme tune, didn't I? So. Now then, Mankman. How you doing, lad? How's things? Alright, Ashley. Just been putting all my records in alphabetical order. Sorted, mate. Sorted. There you go. He might be appearing every now and then. In films, who knows? Or just whenever I think of a punchline, he might be appearing. But I drew him ages ago. Ages ago. I need to go back to doing that. I used to have little post-it notes. In fact, I still have somewhere. I've got envelopes full of post-it notes and betting slips that I drew little cartoons on. If the snow isn't huge flakes, it doesn't look right on film. It doesn't, but just the colour, the light diffusing and bouncing back off the snow makes everything look fantastic. Louise, your change is going into the Bring Back Roberto Fund. If for the shoes, then maybe I'll join in. Proper sorted, mate. Taking your tree down on Tuesday. Ours already down, as are the outside lights, everything. Christmas was just yanked away from us within seconds. Over and done with. Is the Mankman from the Gorillas? He does look slightly gorilla-y, doesn't he? Although I think that might even predate Gorillas, to be honest with you. That particular cartoon, I think it might be... Actually, it might not do. It might not do, actually. No, I'm lying there. Why are you lying? Ali, yours has been down since Saturday. It was harsh in this house. It was just whatever day it was. That's it. Down, bang, gone. I heard noise. I thought, what's that? And then I walked in, and to be fair, it makes the room look bigger. Yeah, man, your change is going for the whip round for Ian Wone's payoff. Ian Wone is a coach at Everton. He's also from the Wirral, isn't he? Ian Wone. Another Wirralite. Wirralian. What did he call him? Yes. He was in the same team as Steve Stone, who was also at Everton. Wone and Stone. Just fucking shite. Great left foot on him. Doesn't appear to be able to coach his way out of a paper bag, but there you go. It does, you know, it's Carl Pilkington from around the estates and that, you know what I mean? Also could have been off Ideal as well, along with Psycho Paul. Everyone's New Year, how was it? Mine was very quiet, very, very quiet. Esther, how you doing? Have you heard the Nunez, is it Nunez or Nunez rumours? The Norwich player that we tried to sign for 9 million, and they've decided it's not enough. So we're going to have to go back with a few more Spondulics, a few more Dwayne Eddies. But hopefully there should be some money coming into the club so we can afford a few players. If the naming rights get done now and paid in advance, there could be a hell of a lot of money coming forward fairly soon. It'd be interesting though, I liked him. I remember him making his debut and thinking, who the hell's this? And then thought, ooh. Didn't play great, but you could see there's quality to him. And then obviously he's been getting better and better every game he played afterwards, because he looks a hell of a player now. Very quiet in Offaly as well, despite the fact that there's 4x4s driving up that massive hill in Offaly. Connor, did you do anything for New Year yourself? Liverpool 2, United 2, yes. It was on in the house. I was watching something else at the time and trying to fix things that were broken. Plus I can't watch Liverpool, it just knocks me sick. They're always playing that stupid bloody song. Don't play anyone else's songs, do they? Ever. But they always play Yawn. Up the workers. That smeg tastes lovely. Christmas tree come down Boxing Day. Currently eating mini eggs. Mini eggs for the win. Mini eggs, I'm telling you now. Nobody buys them for like years at a time. And then as soon as they have one, they will eat the entire pack and think, why don't we eat them more often? Then they go back to not buying them again. It is just cray-cray. Know what I mean? You've heard no rumours. Apparently, according to not in the nose, it was on official sort of football sites. We put a £9 million bid in for him. Video on YouTube just come out on Norwich best goals at 24. It's just Nunez and Sant. I will have to get on that. Get on it like Wallace and Gromit. Didn't do much, Connor. You know what? It's this time of year, you don't need to, do you? Just relax and chilligate. Esther, would you like a drink? Anyone tried the new Terry's chocolate orange egg yet? What? Anybody? Dust. It says on the back, it says on the pack that the 8 mini eggs is 1 serving. Bollocks. As some female comedian said, what have I learned so far this year? Well, according to a box of eclairs, I am a small family of 4. Yes. It's good. Saints. I never know how to pronounce that. Saints, isn't it, like Carlos Saints? A bucket of the finest ale. Turelmont, Turlic. 8, that's 1 mouthful, not a serving. Or half a mouthful if you are Sherry Blair, of course. True story. It is. They're only small. They're called mini eggs for a reason. Everton will get it wrong, obviously. It won't be a rumour, but gossip. We will get Jeremy Goss, and he'll improve us. liven us up, quicken us up. Fantastic. Like a cream egg but orange. Oh, don't. I could eat that right now. Honest, I could. I've eaten very little today. I have stuff in the fridge, obviously. But I wasn't hungry earlier, and now I'm starting to feel a little bit. Bojan Saints, or Bojan Saints. Autocorrect hates his name. There's got to be a song in that, mate, isn't it? Is it Bojan or Bojan? Never know over there. Saints. Carlos Saints was the rally driver, wasn't it? And his son is now an F1 driver. Saints. Carlos Saints in a Toyota Celica. You've not seen him. Keep an eye out on your travails, your travels. Not for you though, you like the Cadbury ones. Cadbury's cream eggs. I do like a cream egg. Tonight's finest ale is Holden's Golden Glow from the West Midlands. So it's Holden's Golden Glow. Alright. Yeah, I've got now Cowan Banks' mild. My mate went mad about that. He used to tell us about it all the time for about 4 years. Went away on holiday somewhere. Spain somewhere. And he just said, got pissed off with this this couple from Birmingham. Always moaning about the weather. Moaning about this, that and the other. They went there to watch Only Fools and Horses and eat Sunday dinners by the sound of it. The middle of bloody Spain. Red hot. Too hot. And they've got now Cowan Banks' mild. What Spanish place is going to have Banks' mild? Probably sell about 4 pints of it in Birmingham per week. Never mind Spain. So that's whenever anyone's pissed off now, just moaning about Cowan Banks' mild. True story. You've heard rumour of minstrels mini eggs. Oh, don't. You absolute slag. What are you doing that for? I like minstrels as well. I like them with a cup of tea, and then don't chew them, don't bite them. Just let them melt in your mouth. A combination of minstrels and smeg. Very tasty. Bit of roses on the Duke. Suck a lemon in your eyes, don't want with a CS gas. It's true. That, I think, was Blackpool, wasn't it? The Empress Ballroom, Blackpool, when he walked on stage. Suck a lemon, you know, I just don't want with a CS gas. It's true. That's why they've got lemons all over the place. On the artwork there and also on other stuff that they brought out. Apparently, if someone sprays CS gas and you suck a lemon, your eyes do not water. Know what I mean? Oh, I do love minstrels. That's the most camp thing I think you ever tweeted. Texted. Randy, ooh, I do love a minstrel. Ooh, I'm partial to a minstrel. Once had a laugh at your dad's in Spain as he was hearing in a Yorkshire accent. Every time the waiter said hake to him, dad replied with egg. But it's weird, isn't it? Heck. It's the language thing is weird, really is. Must have told you about just the accent when I moved to Southport. I couldn't get me head round it. Walter Sharrock, the pig farmer, when he said he was going away on his holiday, where are you going to? Thailand. I think, no, right, Phuket, Bangkok. I like, no, Galway, I'm going to Thailand. And then I want a Coke. What do you want a Coke for? I haven't got a bottle of wine or anything. What are you doing? What do you need a Coke for? A glass of Coke. All right, Coke, lad, you need Coke. Took me a while to get used to it, but yes, you need subtitles. I know it's alright. There's English in here that needs subtitles when I talk. Don't worry about it. You've got a tub of untouched roses on the table. What? Open them, man. D. Which is your favourite rose? Roses. What's your? Is a single roses a rose? What is it? What's your favourite one? 4 roses. There's more than 4 in a tub. You want the strawberry cream one, Louise, do you? Go on, what's everyone's favourite one of roses? They can't be left. Go on, get them open. Get them opened. Ali, you'd eat them all. I wouldn't be far behind you, to be honest, apart from maybe the golden coin and the golden rod thing. You can have all the strawberry ones. Mandy doesn't like the strawberries. Fair dues, fair dues. They will be suddenly winging their way 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle by yak. Instead of delivery, you can have delivery yak, can't you? That'll do you. The golden coin, the toffee penny, whatever it's called, yeah. It is a toffee penny, isn't it? I don't know what the long one's called, the toffee long thing, but days of eating them are long gone, I think, for me. Being this old, you can't afford to lose your teeth, can you? Eating shite like that. Four roses is whiskey in your book. Right, roses, a tub of roses. Roses are chocolates over here. Oh, Quality Street, is it? What's roses then? Oh, it is Quality Street, isn't it? You see, I haven't had these for so long. What's in roses? I need to find out which ones are which in this now. Right. Cadbury's roses. Where the fucking... Come on, what are they? What's in them? You slag. Oh, right, yes. Right. They are. There's the caramel bite. The signature truffle. The caramel. Tangy orange. Country fudge. I have to be really careful saying that. Golden barrel. Oh, I remember golden barrel. Hazel in caramel. Hazel whale. Strawberry dream. Coffee escape. Brazilian darkness. The longer that went on, the more it started to sound like possible porn sites, to be honest with you. I'll go for the coffee escape. Everyone hates coffee chocolates. I fucking love them, man. Toffee long one, toffee finger. But seen plenty of them at Goodison over the years. It's open. You've added 2 cartons of celebrations to it. They're untouched too. Mandy, what are you playing at, man? Oh, celebrations. Celebrations, miniature heroes. And either roses or what's the other one? There's another one, isn't it, that you can buy buckets of. Oh, man. Signature truffle for Tomash. You need to see menu, you would, yeah. 2 hazel ones, yes. That's what it's saying now, anyway. That's what it's saying in there. According to that. I know you can't see it because, you know, you might. But on the same kind of question, what's your favourite Quality Street? Go on. I'm going to get a picture of these up as well. There you go. Oh, this is controversial. What's your favourite out of them as well? Go on. Your favourite Quality Street. We've just done roses. What's your favourite Quality Street? And I will read these out as well. Your milk choc block. Caramel swirl. That's the one in the gold wrapper. Toffee penny. Orange cream. The purple one, which is called the purple one. Orange chocolate crunch. The green triangle, which looks like the middle of a steering wheel from a Mark II Ford Escort. Coconut eclair. Strawberry delight. Toffee finger, there you go. And the pink one, which is fudge. Fudge. Keep meaning to ask, RS Fine Chocolates shop in North Southport. They do artisan handmade bespoke chocolates. Make them for the Goodison Lounge. Just say, what, motherfucker? I have not seen them. North Southport, Churchtown or something, is it? Oh, I did not know that. I'll check them out. Green one for Quality Street. I like them as well. Strawberry for Louise. Carrow Road is your Quality Street. Thank you. Gladys Street is my Quality Street as well. Ali can't choose one, so she's having one of each. Fair play. A green or a not green one. The green triangle or the not green. Definitely. I love the not green. So much so that that's the most popular, isn't it? Because you can buy them just on their own, the purple ones. The Quality Street can is traumatic. Why? Sound. We like a bit of Quality Street. There's a gang in Manchester called the Quality Street Gang as well, isn't there? You had an M&S Percy Pig advent calendar. Strawberry chocolate. Rang Childline on your mum who bought it for me. Completely right, as well you should. You can keep your strawberry shite, I'm not having it. I'm sticking with the purple one. I don't mean Aki, by the way. Churchtown's lovely, by the way. If you've not been to Southport, it is a really, really nice place. If you drive through the little bit of a village, there's two good pubs. The Bold and the Hesketh, I think they're called. And there's some lovely sort of old cottages. Mock Tudor cottages, but old ones. They're lovely. Very, very nice. Louise, you had a boring Cadbury one. What you need right now is not Cadbury, it's not roses, it's not like that. You need Kendal mint cake, don't you, really? That's what you need. 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle. You believe that you learned on QI that no shop on a street called Quality Street sells Quality Street. Is this some kind of thing that they do now? Everyone refuses to do so. You should have swapped. Could have like multicoloured swap shop, couldn't we? In the days before Noel Edmonds turned weird. Because he did. He's made a box, hasn't he? An electric box which is supposed to sort your mind out. Fucking weirdo. Cadbury's much better. Cadbury's the industry standard, isn't it? Your Cadbury's your industry standard. You're not sure you'd like strawberry chocolate. There's something about it. Strawberry chocolates to me are a little bit like Turkish Delight. You either love them or you absolutely hate them. You like Ritter as well. I have heard of Ritter and I don't know if it's because we live there or we have them here. You have Irish fudge. Be right back, says Louise, who is now currently escaping a 10.5 tog quilt to go and get Irish fudge. You spawny get. Strawberry cream, fine. Strawberry chocolate, no. Ah, well, there you go. Strawberry flavoured anything pisses me off. You've still got some classic Thorntons left from your birthday too. Mandy, your birthday was it was a month ago. What are you playing at? I know you like that, but, get them at. There's kids in Ethiopia that'd be crying for them chocolates and you're just letting them sit there, gather dust. What are you playing at, man? There's only 3 streets in the UK called Quality Street. There are very few Quality Streets in the UK at the moment, thanks to the government. Little bit of politics. My name's Ben Elton, good night. Ritter is less common here. It's a bit more of a premium product. All right, but we can get it. What's Irish fudge? Is it fudge from Ireland, or is this some kind of code name for someone that you've sneaked in through the back way, so to speak? Aye. Morning, Jackie. Oh, I haven't tried much of the crossword. I still haven't printed it off. I should do. I sent myself a copy of it, so I can print it. There's been stuff added into it, hasn't there? So we've got some of them. There's not all the ones that we got, but there are some in there now. So, yeah, it will be finished ASAP. ASAFP. There we go. Do you mean Ritter Sport? Very nice. Fudge from Ireland. Yes, here every grandmother with respect for herself has an old Quality Street tin full of sewing equipment. That's in Denmark. It's the opposite way round here, Casper. Every grandmother, with respect for herself, has a tin of Danish biscuits, which when you open them has no biscuits in. It just has knitting and sewing materials in. What are they called? Was it Royal Danish? Is that what they're called? Royal Dansk biscuits. It is. Right. We don't have them. What we have in this country, every single house has one of them. Royal Dansk. Every single one, without a shadow of a doubt, has got one of them. And when you open it, when you're starving and you want something to eat, there's fuck all in there apart from needles, and you can't eat them. They taste too weird. Yeah, poor old Jackie's not feeling well. She's still suffering. But she's managing to keep food and water down at the moment, so ginger's crossed. Oh, dark chocolate and marzipan are nice. Dark chocolate is also very good for you. To avoid stroke. It's got to be 70% cocoa solids though. It can't be any cheap shite. Proper stuff. There you go. It's always 100% the Royal Danish buttered biscuit tins. Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. And it's a shame because they are really nice biscuits. But has anybody seen those biscuits any other time apart from Christmas? And I say that because at no other time in the year can you open one of those tins and find anything in there other than needles and stuff and cotton. But has anyone ever seen them for sale anywhere, or did they just come in hampers? It's confusing, man. Quick question, Ali. Are the answers in the back? Have you looked? Are they in the back? Yep, send her our best. Etienne. You haven't got that tin, but you're not a granny. Piggly ding next. Well, yeah, man, of course you're not a granny, Mandy, but every house should have one of those tins, just with sewing stuff in there. Otherwise, you're not real. Not a real Welshman. You're not even a Welshman. You know what I mean. What's wrong with Jackie? Some kind of fluish thing going round, isn't it? Tastes too weird. That's a damning indictment on the Danish bacon industry. The needles taste weird. The biscuits taste absolutely incredible. They are beautiful, beautiful biscuits. Oh, Mandy. Look what's just happened.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
You crying ass, you absolutely whinged that in there, didn't you? Begging Bot earlier on, Bot, I haven't levelled up for ages. Bot. Terrible behaviour. Well done, 40. Jesus. That's getting heavy. That you are 2 away from me having to make some kind of level 42 slap a bass odyssey, aren't you? Fucker. More work. The answers are in the back. Oh, don't spoil it. Learn them first. Louise used to see them in June, but that was when you were putting the shop order in for Christmas. That doesn't count. I mean, in the wild. Has anyone seen them in the wild? I'm sure they only come in with hampers. You know what I mean? Dish out. Believe it or not, you follow a Feyenoord fan on Twitter that loves Dice. Well, they can have him. Feyenoord, you can have him. You knew you must have been close. No, you absolutely cried that one in. I'd be embarrassed if I were you, Mandy. That doesn't even count, crying it in that way. But I haven't been levelled up in ages. Well done, 40. What the hell are you playing at? 40, man. That's ridiculous. You've seen more of me than my family have. All of you, to be honest. Because I don't talk to them fuckers. I'm only joking. Danish grannies keeping Danish butter biscuits industry afloat when the Brits are stocked up on storage room for assorted. It is. And the fact that then you're buying our Roses and whatever it is, Quality Street, and then filling them. It's same shit, different place. Just mad. Who else in the world? Does anywhere else in the world do the same thing? Where can we find out? You haven't cheated. No worries, Ali. We know you wouldn't cheat. Yes, tell a Feyenoord fan, not only can they have him, but we will deliver him. I'll drive him there. In my whip. Otherwise, you could have filled the crossword in. Or of course you could, but it's no good. You've got to learn how to do it. You know what I mean? Must be your turn to go up now. Must be. Come on, Ali, keep going. Who else wants to go behind bar? It's piggly dinged. If anyone wants to get behind the bar, feel free. You thought you've seen someone saying Dyche was getting sacked because he said something. He was just being like an absolute knob, to be honest with you. Never ever takes the blame for anything. What did he say? The results would have been alright if you added some wins. Something fucking stupid. I can't even bring myself to listen to him now. Louise. There you go. Get yourself behind there, girl. Go ahead. Louise is also doing, with every pint, there's a free oxygen bottle. Obviously, you need that when you're that high up. You're only level 91210. Hang on. What's going on here? Little brand. Here you go. It's a little brand, but you can guess what's inside, says our Ali. There you go. Look at that. It is little, but you can guess exactly. Everybody that's here, any Brit that's here, knows what happens when you open that lid. You know exactly what you're going to see when you open that, man. It is. Yes, Slaughter's comfy at Liverpool. Seems to be doing all right, although from the little bits that I saw, United looked like they were a bit unlucky at times. So, they don't look as good to me as you'd think. You've done your bar ship for the year. You have as well, straight in there like swimwear. You've seen next to nothing of the match reports, etc. His comments were along those lines. It's not a bad run if you had some wins. Yeah. 3 fantastic draws are no good if you're getting beat by shitty teams around you. Don't blame Louise if the glass is sticky. Fudgy fingers. Ooh. Be very careful, Louise. That's the kind of nickname that can stick, to be honest with you. Mandy has sent... How can you have that? How can that be still that full? Get in there, man. Get in. You shitbag. I could eat them right now. Oh. I'll have all the bounties. No one likes the bounties. I love them. What's wrong with bounties? Yeah, Colin Twitter said if it wasn't for the bodies, Fred West would have laid a good patio. Do you know what? Fair play. Say what you like about Fred West, but fucking hell, he was a grafter. Genuinely, 3 o'clock in the morning he was out there. Yeah, you can guess what's inside there now. There's no biscuits left. Everyone can picture exactly what's in there. Traitor Heitinger now with them. Wasn't a fantastic player for us, but he seemed to love Everton for some strange reason. Yes, Mandy, what are you playing at? We speak not of Heitinger. The betrayal stings too much. But yeah, absolutely loves Everton and decided to just... yeah. By the way. Yeah. Prick. He was crap. He was. Apart from bouncing into people at Chelsea when they were trying to take penalties. The only bounty I like is the dark chocolate ones. The dark chocolate bounties. I like a bit of a bounty. The pain is real. It is. The struggle is real too. Never know when you finish the bounty. Genuinely, there speaks another bounty addict. Random bits of coconut appear hours later. Which I like to think is, you get an extra value, aren't you? You get more bang for your buck, I think, with a bounty. That's the same as eating anything that's got peppercorns on it. You know, if you go to an Italian restaurant and they give you proper cracked black pepper, but they grate it really, really thickly. Coarse. Not thickly, coarse. You have some of that, and then about 4 hours later, you yawn or something, and a bit of black peppercorn appears. Fucking no, burn. There you go. There's the inside of our Ali's tin, which looks like it's got onion rings, but it's not, is it? It's curtain hooks and all that kind of malarkey. Whoever just said malarkey, there's no malarkey involved in it. Know what I mean? You like the bounties, but you can have the mini Mars. The mini Mars are sound as well. You can melt mini Mars. In fact, you can melt mini Mars and put ice cream over the top of them, and they're very nice. Or melt mini Mars and pour them over the top of ice cream. Pro tip there. Yeah, I loved us because they were average players paid an above average wage. They were. Loads of them. And you'll see the second series of Rogue SAS. My dad has been watching it. Was that the is it BBC? Where they play all like punk music and that over it. I haven't watched it myself, but I've seen bits of it that have been on. I think that's something I need to leave until it's completely finished, and then go and binge it like Louise. Just go and sit off and watch all of it. Good enough reason, aye. Plus your sound. By that you mean the Northerners, but Thomas's sound as well. All us Northerners are sound. Sound. £1,000 for a cowbell. That's a bizarre accent, isn't it? Bolton. £1,000 for a cowbell. I like it though. It's all on there now. It's on the iPlayer. Yeah, and possibly what I mean by that is leave it till my dad's watched all of them, because he puts a couple on of a night in between watching fucking John Wick 28, whatever else is on. The Fast and the Furious, all that shit. So I have to wait until he's finished watching it, and then I'll go in cold and watch it myself. Same as like I did with Breaking Bad. Let all the hubbub die down. Bounce in there. It's no good trying to watch something and then going on Twitter or Blue Sky and seeing people chatting all kinds of wham about it. So prefer to stay out at where. The iPlayer's fantastic though, isn't it? There's so much good stuff on there. They need to put all the Reeves and Mortimer stuff on there. I'm pissed off. I am pissed off. Ali, you want a hot chocolate? Of course you can have a hot chocolate. Of course, there you go. You can have a bucket of hot chocolate. The rest is fantastic too. It is. Only been to London once and didn't want to return home. That's how much you love England. London's not England though, is it? London is a metropolitan capital. So you don't really get the full taste of England or of Britain. That's why I get angry with a lot of people who have flown all the way from the States or something. I loved England. Where'd you go? London. Where else? Just London. Fuck, you come all the way that far. Flew halfway across the world. Halfway across the world. Flew here for 8 hours, whatever it is, 9 hours, and you've only been to London. Man, just stay for 2 weeks. Stay in London for a week and then spend another week going round to other places, because it's fucking amazing, man. There was a YouTube video, I didn't even watch it, but someone went to the Peak District, American couple in the Peak District. I can't believe this is England, he said. I haven't watched it yet, but I will do. Yes, you'll be surprised just how nice the UK is, and Ireland. And we're only a flight away. When you were a kid, the fellow at the village, Chippy, was an original member of the SAS. Only found out after he died. They don't really tell you, do they? And they're always the least, the ones that you would expect the least. A mate of ours passed sort of the trial to get in there, all the physical and mental trials and everything to get in. And he looks like he's like that. He's not. He's really strong, but he's not massive or anything. Just seems like a bit of a dopey lad from Liverpool, and could have easily got in. but then found out he didn't want to. Yeah, something else going on in his life. How on earth have you managed to pass that? How? But he did. You just never know. That's the whole point. They're not supposed to look like soldiers. You're not that well travelled. Not everyone has to be. But it's just, if you come over to the UK, I'm saying this to people who have plans to come and go on holiday for 2 weeks in the UK. Don't just let it be London. As nice as London is, and there's an incredible amount of things to go and see and do in London, that's not the UK. You're not getting the full flavour. Get to Wigan and buy chips pea wet. You know what I mean? Things like that. Go and stand on top of Rosebery Topping. Or 38,000 feet up Mount Pendle. Louise will guide you up there. She's the second Sherpa I know after Sherpa Van Trophy. There you go. Emoji auto correcting emojis now. Oh, just it's the nanny state, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Bloody hell, what's happening here?
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Ali 38 and...
It's going up, 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 it's there.
30 what? Incredible, as they say in Japan. How have we done that? Louise, you went to a Sherpa Van Trophy final. That is something that will put you in a very, very small category of people. That's incredible. They should bring that back, the Sherpa Van Trophy. That sounds better, doesn't it? What is it now? Is it the FA Trophy? The FA Vase? Which one is it? It's one of them, isn't it? Sounds much better, the Sherpa Van. What were it supposed to be? Or was it Jeff Jeff does add random pictures, doesn't he? Steve and Ali came together. Oh, I say. Yes, at the old Wembley. The real Wembley. I have been to both. We won the FA Cup in '95 at the old Wembley. That was amazing. We beat Man United in the semi-final in 2009 at the new Wembley. That was amazing. The new Wembley is an incredible stadium, but it's not the same as the old one. It's the old Twin Towers, the big, well, it would have been a running track around it. Just a cacophonous bowl full of people. It's amazing. New Wembley is more like that. You sat really high up looking down. Amazing views. But, well, I've been to both. Bit of matron in there, definitely. Tiara. There you go. Tiara and Coke. Sherpa Van Trophy. He was left back for AZ Alkmaar, he was. AZ. In the 70s he was. Maybe the 80s with Ray Atterveld at right back. Old Wembley. Charity Shield 95. Would that be against Blackburn Rovers? Vinnie Samways. The tractor tyre kit. The good old days. Are you taking anything to help you feel less congested? A bypass. That's what you do with roads, isn't it? Build a bypass and there's less congestion. The new Wembley Afterbirth semi. United semi. Milk Cup final 85 is your last outing to that day Wembley. Oh man. It's great that you've been as well though, isn't it? What a fantastic place. And a win as well, wasn't it? 85. It's a man who thought it was an award. No. The Sherpa Van Trophy was a football tournament. Like the FA Cup, but for lower league teams. But it also, I don't know, have Half Man Half Biscuit used it in a song? Because it sounds a very Half Man Half Biscuit type of thing. Got knocked out in the semi-final, the Sherpa Van Trophy. You're taking stuff, but it doesn't help. Man. Lots of rest, lots of water. Piss yourself healthy. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Naughty boy. A United semi. Oh, hang on. Yes. Oh, I say. Shape of Hand Trophy had a wonderful left foot. A left foot that could open a tin of beans. I think that's the other one, isn't it? 1-0 v Sunderland. Asa Hartford, former Everton player. Half man half biscuit of the Lux Familiar Cup, which they invented after the soap. It is right. Like a bit of half man half biscuit. I should listen to them more, I think. But instead I'm listening to ambient music at like 4 o'clock in the morning because I can't sleep. Not the prize for a top white van man, nope. But I'm still convinced that somewhere in the Dutch lower leagues there is someone called Dwight Van Man. Just like I'm convinced in the Belgian lower leagues there's a Moroccan midfielder called Mamadou De Hump. Pretty convinced of that, to be honest. Smeg? Don't mind if I do. Can name the team today as well. As well you should. Same with those of us of a certain vintage with the 1985 Everton team. Just rolls off the tongue. Just, it's a shame we don't have teams like that anymore, both at Goodison and Carrow Road. Half Man Half Biscuits also have the greatest love song ever about the Checker Trade Trophy. Yeah, wherever the FA Trophy vases where the under-21s are now playing. What's that called? It was the Checker Trade, wasn't it? Menthol crystals, a towel and a bowl of hot water. Works that well that you once perforated your eardrum using them. Louise, that's because you're doing it at 38,000 feet. It's lower up there. There's less atmosphere. Or let me gaze upon your curves instead of Ipswich Town reserves, swerving the Checker Trade with you. What a lovely, lovely... And of course that could only be done in Merseyside. Curves and reserves, obviously. Remember the Anglo-Italian Cup? I do. I seem to remember Tranmere being involved in that. Bizarre. Strange idea. The Simod Cup as well. Remember that thing? Loads of weird stuff. Nasal sprays are shite. Shower with Vicks Vapor Rub. That does work as well, doesn't it? Gets into your system. Is it the Papa John's? It is now, isn't it? The Papa John's. It's an absolutely wank name. Bring back the old school. I want the Shape of Hand Trophy. And I want the Rumbelows Cup. The Littlewoods, the Milk Cup. I spy the flags are on the wardrobe. There's 2 more. Japan and Slovakia. For our Toby and our Jim. Neither of which sound like they're from the country where they come from. Although I suppose Toby could be short for Tobias. Add a drop each of menthol and peppermint essential oils too. Oh, I say, this is getting very, very... should we start pinging little symbols? Ding. Also, have you tried putting... Is it Vicks Vapor Rub on the soles of your feet and then wearing socks in bed? One of the managers in our office used to swear about that. She shouldn't really swear, really. She's your manager. Anyone fancy a Benny and hot, seeing as though it's chilly out? Get it done, Louise, get it done. The Japanese flag stands out. There's 2 of them, really, isn't there? There's the real one, and then there's the Horus Rising Sun one. Sweat it out, Steve. Vindaloo, there you go, exactly. Absolutely cane it with the Vindaloo. Sweat it out. Loads of water. Piss yourself healthy. That's piss yourself healthy. We need someone from Switzerland to come on so we can get the flag up. That'd be a big plus.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed. It's not poor at all, I like that. Thought that was chopped onions in bags on your feet under socks. That might work as well, but apparently, according to one of the managers in our place, and also it's on the internet, slather the bottom of your feet with Vicks Vapor Rub, put a pair of socks on, go to bed, and you'll feel great in the morning. Help yourselves, says Louise. At base camp, obviously. Who was on from Nippon would be Jim from Wirral, who now lives in Tokyo. And we had him, and then we had, who do we have? Toby from Slovakia, from Bratislava, and Avi from India, but we already had India on the board. We managed to get 2 in the space of 2 days, I think it was, on the Saturday and on the Sunday, which was a right Brucey bonus. Kurkuma in curry is like a detox. There's loads of boss stuff in curry that really works well, and I do that regularly. If I've got a cold, I would have a really hot curry and try and sweat it out. Or when I was drinking as well, I would also have maybe a brandy or something like that in a hot bath. Get in a hot bath so you're sweating, drink one of them, and it will piss out of you. A brandy and a hot bath. That's a lot to drink, that though, isn't it? What's kurkuma, by the way? I can't remember what that is. What is it? Kurkuma in English. Turmeric, that's it, isn't it? Turmeric. Not Jenny, no. Jenny's from Manchester. Jenny from Manchester. Jenny Thongo 9. And now, unfortunately, now that I've mentioned that, I'm only going to be able to hear her voice as being that of Jenny from Ideal, no matter what I read on the screen. Just about 30 and I said. You probably don't talk like that at all, Jenny, but you know, you do now, unfortunately. Jenny from Manchester. Sorted, mate. Turmeric from Ireland. Turmeric, yes. Jenny doesn't like you. That's because you were naughty and mean to her and horrific. Preemptively trying to stop the hassle and you cause murder. Absolute girder. Hope you're pleased with yourself, Mandy. It's no big deal, man. Know what I mean? Turmeric, I don't like turmeric. I don't like pilau rice. I'd rather have basmati or jasmine rice. Great cartoon, you want more? Esther, did you miss Mankman earlier on? Were you here for Mankman? Did you see him? Turmeric. You were mean to it. You were absolutely horrific. Well said, Louise. We'll have to put a stand there, won't we? Nasty Mandy being horrific to the Manx. Behave yourself. Yeah, I'm going to put Mankman back on anyway, because I like the tune as well. Now then, Mankman, how you doing, lad? How's things? Alright, Ashley. Just been putting all my records in alphabetical order. Sorted, mate. Sorted, mate. Is it stormy in the UK and Ireland today as well? It's not overly stormy, but it's been snowy. Snowy more than blowy. Who was the one who didn't like you answering the questions? It was Jenny, wasn't it? You weren't nasty, but you could be. Oh, warning, warning. Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back, which ironically sounds like a place in Wales, doesn't it? Ah, they win the way to watch your back for a fortnight. It was marvellous. Cachi hoch. Fantastic. It is. He's going to appear, I think, a bit more often maybe in videos, maybe on here, maybe both. Who knows? I know, of course. Proper Manchester in the area. I need to stop doing that too often. Said it's a jest the other day. It's got a boss called Heather or Heather doing a rota or the rota. Heather, has ever done the rota in the area? Like, stop it. Stop doing it. It's impossible now. So Jenny is Mankman's girl. She might well be. She could be. The worst part about it is I haven't got the haircut, but I've got the Parker, and the Adidas Trabs. Was Jenny the one that got a straight chicken and a can of Coke? She was. Chicken and a can of Coke. Song by Take That, yeah. Nicked off Peter Kay. Take That, man. I've still got to do the video for the tune. I have got an exceptionally good Mank tune coming out. The one that, if Oasis would have written it, Noel could have retired happy. All from a two-liner from Mandy, and then ended up writing a couple of bits to go with it, a couple of verses, and AI'd the shit out of it. And I've got to make a video for it, which is going to be fantastic. But obviously I can't do that in the snow. It needs to be fairly dry to put the camera up. Know what I mean? And the pothead. Yeah, there's loads of people on my streams lately. Do you know what it is? It's the portrait streams, because they get thrown into the on the shelf, the short shelf. People just see it and go, "What the hell's this shite?" 2 minutes. What? What does St Helens count towards Liverpool? Just because you saw that 17-year-old darts world champ from St Helens along with Johnny Vegas. It's on Merseyside, St Helens, but it's a wool town, the Woolies. Luke the Nuke, is he littler? Doesn't look little to me, little fat fuck. Thought he was from Warrington. Yeah, but it's a wool town, it's a rugby league town. So Warrington, St Helens, Wigan, all proper wool towns. Johnny Vegas is brilliant though. Did he ever get round to doing the second series of his glamping thing that he did? That was fantastic, that. That was the first time I think I saw him being serious and genuinely emotional at times. All over a camping site. It's on the Channel 4 app if you want to go and watch it. It's brilliant. Johnny Vegas Goes Camping, I think it's called. Brilliant. Thought Jenny was a bit ting-tong from Tooting. You couldn't work out where she's from, but she's a Man City fan. From Manchester, in the area. Yeah, I couldn't work out. Couldn't work out male, female, somewhere in between, or where they were from, you know what I mean. Super stormy in Denmark. Luke beat that ugly Van Gerven. He was funny getting interviewed though, Michael Van Gerven. Is it Michael Van Gerven? Saying he was an owl bastard. I'm too old for now. Yes, little letters from Warrington. Bunting is a copite from St Helens. St Helens it is, isn't it? St Helens, up and under St Helens. The best thing about St Helens is it's near Haydock, which is where I passed my driving assessment. I don't mind. Isn't it Warrington? The Wire. Warrington, famous having an IKEA, the first IKEA in the UK, and having a rugby league team who are convinced it's their year every year, and it never is. He did a series too. I'm going to have to watch that because the first series I really loved. He's such a boss fella. He's also brilliant and ideal as well. Yeah, when he accidentally wrecked his camping van. Just, oh man. He poured his heart and soul into all that as well. Loved it. Didn't he deliver stuff for people during lockdown? He did. Johnny Vegas, he did, didn't he? Just a proper decent lad. Obviously had problems in the past. Being trying to join the priesthood, being one of them. How can you join the priesthood when you're Johnny fucking Vegas? And then shitting on the stage during one of his shows. Away with it. Top fella, top fella. What accent would he have? A wool accent, it is. Proper Johnny Vegas. One of them, you know. He did it. St Helens is sort of between Liverpool and Manchester. And it is in fucking sane, right? I've got mates from St Helens. My first boss that I had in the place that I work 20 years ago. 20 years ago on the 12th of this month. 21 years ago, sorry, on the 12th of this month. JP, John, sounds slightly mankish. And he supports Man City. Next door neighbour sounds like a Scouser and supports Liverpool. Another neighbour sounds like he's from Manchester and supports Everton. Then you've one who sounds Scouse who supports United. It is all over the fucking place, man. It is proper all over the place. Two brothers in the same household. One can sound Scouse, one can sound Mank. It is weird. Weird. But I don't mind St Helens. I had to go there. We had an office there in College Street, is it? And it looked like the worst 1950s comprehensive school in the world ever. Just fucking insane. But it was nice. Loads of nice people there. And to use that very famous Peter Kay joke when he was the Scouse bingo caller. Where you from, darling? St Helens. There's only two type of people come from St Helens. Beautiful women and rugby players. What position do you play, love? Only joking. Love it. Facherman in the semi-final. Oh, so is it the live post-match interview saying he'd won fuck all. Sky having to apologise. He doesn't care. Not arsed, are he? Did what on stage during one of his shows? He had a shite on the stage during one of his shows. Google it. Dutch are famous for swearing, especially in English because it means nothing. So much so that they used to have a football show when it's 7 o'clock in the evening. And as a segment of that football show at 7 o'clock in the evening, prime time, on one of the major shows, it's like having the One Show on the BBC and then having a section called the Fuck Off Show. Welcome to the Fuck Off Show. We're sat in our house in Enschede going, what on earth is this? It means nothing. It's not offensive in the Netherlands because it's not their word. Johnny Vegas reminds you of Grimaldi the Clown or Robin Williams. There's something sad beneath it. There is. Life made him like that, but he does, genuinely lovely fella. Slightly tainted at times by what's happened in the past maybe. But he seems to be in a decent place. And it is the tears of a clown. Jeff and the Bears make an appearance. Holy shit, it's 10 o'clock in the area. Proper. We'll have to start with Jeff then, won't we? Give me one of those goddamn chairs. Google it. Yeah, be careful Googling it. Just look for the headline. One thing you know, St Helens invented the floating glass on hot tin. They did. That would be Pilkingtons, I would have thought, wouldn't it? They still have a glass factory right near St Helens Station. St Helens Central, is it? Yes. St Helens. Very famous for glass. St Helens glass has the class, as the saying goes. Bubble bath Jeff. Yes. Bubble bath Jeff. Jeff can clean out the hot tub because you ain't doing it. I would not clean it out after Jeff either. Sulfuric acid and whatever else he's expunging, Louise. No. Get one of the Sherpas to do it for you. Is fit Jeff in the hot tub? Just go and check. Make your way out there. Oh, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille. There you go. How's that for timing from our Jeff? It might not be the line you're looking for, but it is the line that you were looking for. Perfectly timed as well. How's that? Jeff is smashing it out the park at the moment, isn't he? Along with his Spartacus. Sulphur OD. After you. Oh, yeah. Fit Jeff is now have you got to take tickets, have you? Is it like going to the deli counter in Morrison's? Serving number 34. What have you got? 806. Fuck's sake. Yes, after thee. Maybe I have got time to make the calendars for 2026. So they'll be able to be bought in November, December. Fit Jeff calendars. Never know. Could be the next merch. Isn't there a St Helens on one of those far-flung tropical islands still in British possession, like Pitcairn or Tristan da Cunha? Is it St Helena? St Helena, isn't it? There's one. Isn't that in the Atlantic, the Southern Atlantic, down there somewhere? Sort of not far from the Falklands, round there. Sorry, or not far from the Malvinas if you're from Argentina. Don't want you kicking off on me like you did on fucking Top Gear. Ladies, calm. Swap turns for my orange creams. This is getting filthy behaviour. In Excess on the Dukey, but not Mystify. Mystify's a boss tune, but Devil Inside's another good tune as well. That's a really good album, isn't it? Considering I'm not into straightforward rock and roll or rock, whatever it is, that's a really good album. I mean, obviously it helps when you've got a frontman who's, I don't know, possessed by the devil and made entirely of sex and chocolate, which is what you'd think he is. He was quite a looker, wasn't he, Michael Hutchence? Shame he strangle-wanked himself to death. On the way to the Falklands, I thought so. Yeah, quite that. It is very apt song for the combo. The devil will be inside for the price of an orange cream, by the sound of it. Filthmongers, that's all yous are. Filth. Oh, and it's not the Irish being filthy for a change, is it? It's the Celts and the Northerns. Yeah, bring us back a penguin. Did he still do little jokes on penguins? Really shitty dad jokes on penguins? I've not had a penguin in ages. Do we all like penguins? The biscuits, I mean. Not the little feathered fuckers. Quarter Irish. Same thing. I can't call you a complete Celt then, can I? But, you know, you're not far off. There must be Irish in my family. I know there's Welsh. My dad's grandmother, maternal grandmother, was Welsh. Nanny Mealand, my great grandmother. I met her a few times. I think I was probably still under 10, but not far off when she passed away. But yeah, Hutchence, yes, he strangle-wanked himself to death, hanging from the back of the bathroom door. Shouting Geronimo midstream. The jokes are still on the rappers. Oh, in that case, we are going to have penguins. I'm going to have a penguin every Sunday. Penguin Sunday. Smeg Sunday. And we'll tell a joke and then we'll all laugh and pretend it was brilliant. What part is your quarter Irish from? Your granddad on your dad's side. Where about in Ireland was he from? What a way to go. Imagine that. Being someone that could have his fill of any woman in the world that he turned his fancy to. Of turning Kylie Minogue from the girl next door to Kylie Minogue. And then he ended up doing that. What are you playing at, lad? Playing hard to get, obviously. Lovely Louise. It was lovely, or you called her Lovely Louise. The king has updated the coat of arms to show more of your region that fought the Germans from 1864 to 1920, and again in World War II, in Greenland and the Faroes, and ditched the Kalmar Union symbol good to wear it. Greenland, of course, no longer will be Danish, as Donald Trump believes he can just go and take it or pay for it, because he's fucking stupid. Paulie Yates spoiled him. For a minute you thought you meant your granddad any woman he wanted, he could do. Irish. Part Sherpa. What woman could ever say no to him? Come on, get it right. He could have been like that, I don't know. Just guessing. As to how you turned out. Lovely Louise. Paulie Yates spoiled him, she did. Paulie Yates was on the tube, she was. Along with the boogie-woogie prick himself. Jules Holland. You thought with his money, Jules Holland would have opened a diamond centre in Amsterdam, wouldn't you? I mean, come on, seriously. Selling necklaces in Central Square or something. Do you know what part of Ireland he were from, Louise? All of it. All of it. County Down. Do 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 do. So he was from County Down and you're from Climb Me Up. Makes sense. Yin Yang and all that shooting match. Up near Jackie. Morning, Jackie. They dropped 3 hydrogen bombs in the northwestern part of Greenland in 1950. Only ever found 2 of them. Yes, I remember seeing that. There's a movie about all the affected because they contaminated a lot of nature. Damn USA. There's been a few of those, hasn't there, where planes have crashed where they've had stuff on there that shouldn't be on there, which is now hidden under pack ice. At some point the North Pole could just disappear completely. Jules was on a mini doc there about Uncertain Smile. I don't mind Jules Holland. I just wish he'd stop pissing about making boogie woogie music on everything he does and stop putting Ruby fucking Turner on Hootenanny. And I don't want to see the same thing week in, week out. Every episode of whatever it's called, I can't remember what it's called now, his BBC thing, just, it's the same. Every bleeding episode. Some grime artist or some R&B artist, some London-based art rockers. Just fucking shit, man. Struggling? Oh, no worries. It's been a pleasure knowing you. Oh, mate, it's not going to go that bad. It's not going to go that bad. You'll be back. Night, your booties. You'll be fine, Steve. Get yourself a good night's kit, mate. Vicks Vapor up on the bottom of your feet. Loads of water. Piss yourself healthy. That's piss yourself healthy. Loads of sleep. Loads of rest. They'll be right. They'll be right. True story. We'll all be fine. Get some kip. That means sleep, Esther. Doesn't mean chicken. How's chicken going to help him? Kip, of course, is Dutch for chicken. Hugs to all, yes. Virtual ones, though. Obviously, we don't all want to catch you. Uncertain smile. What a tune. Proper tune, mate. Tune in the area. There's a special part of the Danish version of the SAS that selects the very best, and they have the job of patrolling up Nan Greenland, East Coast. Guys are as tough as nails on dog sleds. They are. Anyone who does that kind of thing, if you pass selection for any of those roles, fair play to you. Mad thing, fam. Get an extra blanket on the bed. Says Louise there. Louise, 8 spare blankets. What you didn't see underneath that blanket is she's got another 46 of them piled up. There's no actual bed or sofa there. It's just fucking made up of blankets. Obviously. You have to 38,000 feet up. You know it. I know you know. You know. Sleep tight. Tulik. Mrs. Tom hadn't realised Jules was in Squeeze and didn't recognise him from the Up the Junction video. Yes, very much so. Very much the part of the sound of Squeeze at that point as well. Maybe it was from EastEnders. Probably. Google the Danish frogmen. Alright, the king actually went through it and became a frogman. Who kissed them so they became a prince? That's what I want to know. Shorter note I've got. Of course. Got to be prepared, haven't you? Never mind the bleeding, the scouts, whoever it is, be prepared. Try and live 38,000 feet up on Mount Pendle. You've got to be proper prepared. And you've got to do orientation. As they bivouacked outside, overnight, I was watching more Everest and K2 stuff the other day. Holy shit. I still can't get my head around it. Everest has become a bit too commercialised. And it's bizarre that I was listening to an audio book about Everest, about the other side of it. Some of the weird stuff that's happened on there and all that kind of stuff. And they were talking about, is it 400 people have managed to get to the top of K2, which is probably less than reach the top of Mount Everest every year now. It's virtually, there's an escalator going up to the top of Mount Everest. It's bizarre. Squeeze is Tempted by the Fruit of Another. Fantastic song. With Paul Carrick singing on it from Mike and the Mechanics. Good tune, that. Proper tune, mate. Proper tune in the area. He's a frogman and his wife is Tasmanian, so the next Danish king is half an Aussie. That's bizarre. Where did he meet her? Diving off the coast of Australia or something. Love to do Fuji or Kilimanjaro one day, but K2, K2, nope, definitely not. Fuji looks lovely and you can drive pretty much up that, can't you? Kilimanjaro, I know it's still difficult, but loads of people have made it up there. That's another one you can pretty much walk. K2 they call it the climbers mountain. That, and I think that Nanga Parbat is probably the most difficult, or it's the worst percentage of climbs per falling off and not standing back up again is Nanga Parbat, I think. But K2 is evil. It's mad as well. You can't work out where Everest is if you just look at a picture from it. It's just surrounded by other massive mountains. K2 literally is just like it's an alleyway with this massive triangle at the top. Fucking great, just there on its own. Obviously there's other mountains around it, but it's pretty much there on its own. It's mad. Paul Carrick, great singer. My dad's mate used to run the pub over in Portugal, loves Paul Carrick, loves him. Yeah, sometimes that's a cue to summit. They do. And you see in the picture that Nims took a few years ago of a big line of people waiting to go to the top. That looked out of order. The one that was taken this year, just gone, 2024, was 10 times worse. To the point where the people that were on I think it was the southwest ridge, heading towards the Hillary step, just people stood there quite happily chatting to each other, waiting to go up, and then part of a cornice fell off because there's that many people on there. 4 people fell down, 2 managed to drag themselves back up, and 2 have gone missing. One of which was an English dude. Too many people. I think they give out, from the programme I was watching, they give out 467 permits to climb Everest this year, 2024. And you can only climb it in about 2 or 3 weeks. There you go, yeah. So how are 467 people going to manage to get up there? There's a window of 2 or 3 weeks, and that window will also be shortened by, there'll only be X amount of days where you can actually get up there because of weather. So 400 and odd people are going to try and get up there at once. It's stupid. Stupid. Just sent 2 videos. Starlings in full chorus. I'm going to add them together and put them on Wednesday, I think. Fuji for sure. And take the rest of Glorious Japan. That would be lovely. Fuji looks amazing. I hated the picture the other week though that I saw. Fuji is always snow-capped, and because of global warming, there's no snow on the top of the bloody thing. Just looks like a volcano now. It's shit. Mandy, Books, yeah, guess what it is? 2 or 3 weeks, and then apart from that, you're knackered. Paul Carrick did a free gig in Rill Arena, headlining a Fun in the Sun summer thing. Nearly everybody went before he started because they never recognised his name. What? Sells out the Philharmonic in Liverpool every year. If you know, you know. Mandy's nearly finished 39, 2 to go. That's stupid, isn't it? 41 books. When did he start? It was only it was a couple of months ago with that at best. Speed reader in the area. I had to give my last book that I started to my nephew because he wanted to borrow it, and I just can't get round to reading it. Every time I do, I get a phone call or something happens. I need to make actual time out to stop, collaborate and listen, to read. Don't do anything else. Take a day off, take 3 hours out of your day and sit and actually read. Make a cup of tea, put fire on, 2 bars on. We've got a gas fire, 2 bars. What am I talking about, 2 bars? Bloody hell, yeah, Louise has done like a 9-hour shift here. Sorry, Louise. Sorry. Corpse on Everest. Yeah, Everest is used as a navigation point. Turn left at the upside down fellow with the neon green shoes. Green Boots has been moved, hasn't he? He's been moved from a cave. The same cave that David Sharp died in as well. And it's been moved further along out the way. You couldn't see him, and then apparently over the space of so many months he's now visible again, but he's not right on the route. You don't have to step over him to get up. Know what I mean? Yeah. Frances Arsentiev, Sleeping Beauty, she's been moved as well. Hannah Law Schmatz, I think she was moved. David Sharp, I think, has been moved. Did he get moved over the edge of a precipice? Do you do that with people? Just push them off the edge into a crevasse out the way. Best thing to do, you can't bring them down. Don't leave them on display. Let them live out eternity on the mountain that they were trying to climb. Got to be done. Defo a bunch of airheads if you don't know them. You're working with an earshot thinking that's the best cover version of In the Living Years that you've ever heard. Sounds just like him. Esther, you didn't hear Piggly Ding? It was in the background about 9 hours ago. Don't get me talking about Everest or climbing or something like that, because I'll listen to loads of stuff about it and watch loads of videos. Loads of videos. In fact, I finished my Everest audio book, and then there's about 10 little samples all of other Everest stuff. It's mad thing, fam. Another great tune. I don't like it. I'm going to be honest with you now. I don't like it. I don't like the anthemic nature of it. It seems like a really cynical attempt to write an anthemic anthem. I also don't like the fact that Mike Rutherford is playing guitar. Stick to bass, you big nose bastard. Hate it. Hate it. Fantastic. Amazing. A good guitarist, no doubt about it, but an amazing bass player. It's like being Rembrandt and saying, you know what? I know I'm pretty good with the paint, but I'd rather drive a taxi for a living. Fuck's sake. Shout your orders. You are a sucker for the anthemic. I don't mind anthemic, especially some of the indie anthems that don't get talked about, like Embrace, All You Good People. I don't mind stuff like that. But it's when it's done as a cynical attempt to be anthemic. Ali, Louise wants wine. Why is it always wine? Well said. Which is from Red Dwarf, and of course Red Dwarf is...
But Kipper's Vindaloo. It can't be good for you.
Can you hear me now? This is the problem with that. I forgot to do this because that previous fucking input capture isn't working. Bizarrely. Anyway, there you go. He's too old to care. He wouldn't change his jeans. I'm not rereading that again. I just read it to myself and it sounded amazing. It's the best my voice has ever sounded. Fuck you, Volt. Dress code. I didn't check, mate.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed. Very poor. Very poor. Right, I am going to have to then add another mic when I do Horace. Know what I mean? It's the input capture, it is. The Volt input capture. Buttons were not pressed. That just stopped working when I had the OBS update the other week. And I put it onto all the other bits I need to, but I forgot to do it there. Jeff messing about. He must have known it would happen if he was the world champ. Apparently he'd been out and went for dinner, and when he come back, his head was everywhere. So he got changed very quickly. He even put on proper dress shoes, but forgot that he was wearing jeans, and then just completely forgot. And then when they said, "Can you change?" he went, "Yeah, I'll do it for tomorrow." And he went, "No, you've got to do it by 3 o'clock this afternoon." So he said, "Fuck you." Became a matter of principle, apparently. No, the mic's all right. What it is I've got it plugged into a preamp which goes into the computer, and then every scene that I do, this one's just a normal everyday scene, has got the camera and audio and then other bits and pieces on top of it. As soon as I move to a Kipper's scene, that should have a microphone, and it doesn't have a camera because I don't need them. Horace has the same thing. Jeff should have the same thing, should have the same audio. All I need to do is go into each one of these scenes and add the same audio, and it'll carry through. Unfortunately, I forgot to do that because I'm a feckin' idiot. If it wasn't for the Napoleonic Wars, Norway would still be Danish and he'd have on some proper pants. Proper pants. Mandy's had a jump, I say. Chess player looks like Geert Wilders. He does a bit, doesn't he? If anyone wonders who's Geert Wilders, he's that right-wing psychopath from Nederland. May as well buy a camera as well. If I'm buying one, I may as well get the other. It's only £2,000. What's money? Actually, I can get one for 1,500 quid. Or, alternatively, the camera that I'm using now, I could buy another one for about 400, and I can then use that to start recording stuff outside. I can't be taking this out with me all the time. Too much hassle, man. But what I want is a really, really good camera. It's one of those ones where you buy it once and you don't buy another camera for about another 8 years or so. 8 years, 6 months, I think. So it's going to be a huge investment, but can I justify it at the moment? Could I justify it? Not sure I can. But I think I do need a camera to take outside with me to take other stuff, other pictures, other videos. Jeff will be getting fixed soon, so I might even do that live. We'll do that live. Weird World of Chess, wasn't it? An internal vibrating device the other day. It was. There's some very, very weird shit going on. Jeff's being naughty in the jacuzzi. He always is. He's got the horn. Know what I mean? Haven't I done that at least twice last year already? I did buy... Yes, I bought the Osmo Pocket 3. And I bought the Canon. But if I get the Sony ZV-E1, it is an investment into running this channel for about the next 10 years. Or until I start making money from side hustles and ting. But it's a real upgrade. Real upgrade. But you know what I mean? I don't know. I could probably swing for it at the moment. And then just not spend much on anything else. Apart from fill the car up with diesel and buy me food. Don't spend any money on anything else. No other treats. I could probably afford it. But it's a lot of money. 1,500 quid for a camera. Know what I mean? Especially after the DJI one that I bought was 600. Yes, I know. But I use that almost every day. So I'm getting good value out of it. But I couldn't take that out today because it's not water sealed. I don't think the ZVE one is either, but it's like phones. You can't just drop it in water, but if it gets splashed, it's alright. Whereas the Osmo Pocket 3, you have to be really careful. If that blows up, 600 quid, fucking wow. Still thinking about the DJI gimbal. Can't afford it this month. Get it while you can, when you can. It's well worth it. Yawn. Esther must be tired. Oh, you're sick of camera talk. I like camera talk. I watch so much stuff about cameras in the area. Such a pain, no memes. It's because if there was memes, it would just be absolutely full of memes, and it would take up loads of bandwidth, and people wouldn't talk to each other. It'd just be having a meme off, and it'd end up looking the same way that the RDA does at the moment, which is just fucking reel after reel after reel. Know what I mean? Stick it in a sealable freezer bag. Are we still talking about the camera? Got to be careful. You can't take a picture from inside a freezer bag. It'll ruin the look. What you could do is you can get weather sealed lenses, and the camera itself is fairly weather sealed-ish with the ZVE1. Just put a polarizing filter or an ND filter on the front of it, and you're fully covered. I have got a polarizing filter on front of the Osmo Pocket 3, but it's the gimbal part on the top. If snow or rain gets in that, it's going to be fucked. 600's a fair bit to spunk up the wall, really, isn't it? Un drink, un bouquet. Try it. A Murphy's Red for Esther, of course. Right, you know what? It's 1:30, so I'm gonna put Horace on, right? But I'm gonna add the audio. Just a sec. Right, can you hear me? Can you hear me, holy man? I think you can. Just put that back up so and see what you're saying. Horace's haikus. Outside all is white. Overhead and underfoot. Snow makes it look clean. Fantastic. And that is from Mandy. Thank you very much for writing that. You saved me having to arse around myself today when I was doing about 6 million things. So, mucho apreciado, as they say in Japan. Right, I'm going to go back to Jeff just for a second. Right, can you hear me now on Jeffrey? Can you hear me on there as well? Is that working? Does it work? Is it all good in the hood, blood? Thank you very much, Mandy. Mucho apreciado. Right, there you go. It's been sorted. Which means, of course, Jeff being Jeff will now break those particular inputs that I put in. It's just an audio mixer. The previous audio that I had for the mic is in there, but it's not working. I don't know why. I'm going to have to just delete them. Not all good in the hood, blood. Yeah, tech, man. Tech. Techno. It's a ball ache. Bill, I'll stop fucking haunting me, mate. I can make you a millionaire. No, you can't. Smeg. Smeg and tea. Or rather tea and smeg. Oh. Do you know what? The amount of stuff that I've had to do for this stream is ridiculous. And it still comes across as being amateur as fuck. You couldn't hear me, but you were brushing your teeth at the time, Louise. And of course, there's about 400 mile an hour winds, isn't it? Atop Mount Pendle, 38,000 feet up. You're in the jet stream up there. Is it fully charged? Aye, fully charged. My efforts are appreciated. Oh, thank you very much. I've done so much today, it was stupid. What was on there today? Sorted, Oh Shite, Mankman, Ali Safari, Domingo appeared as well. The two flags, Kippers, Horace and Jeff. Well, I didn't have to do the haiku, obviously. All the lights had to be done, which are all still working. And there was something else that I did as well, and I can't think what it was. Just loads of stuff. And it doesn't take overly long, but it takes a while. Know what I mean? I am worth a smeg. That could be the next merch, that couldn't it? I'm worth a smeg. Maybe he's born with it, maybe it's smeg. Oh, do you know those adverts? Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline. What if it's neither? Has anyone thought about this? Keeps me awake at night, that. Always, always fully charged. Got to be done, Louise, got to be done. Always fully charged. Yes, you can't see a Smeg product without thinking smegma, which I think is the whole point of them, aren't they? Show Domingo again. We will show Domingo again. We will show Domingo again. Watch this now. Domingos Duarte. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Is that the moon fixed? No. That thing. Let's see if I can get closer to it. It's just it's a really pretty bulb in a wooden block holder. Tesco were doing them on club card points. They were really nice. A bit of product placement, just in case, you never know. Icoke, Casper Icoke. Thomas, you like something hideously sugary and fizzy? Taylor Swift, I don't know. Fair bit of folks have Smeg fridges. They cost a pissing fortune, Smeg fridges. I wouldn't want my fish fingers in Smeg, you know what I mean? Just saying. Domingo looking fantastic. A very stately cat, has to be said. Hello to Mrs. Tom as well. Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? Rock Shandy. That sounds like something you pay for in Amsterdam, isn't it? Go ahead, girl. Give us a Rock Shandy there. Proper nailed it. You want a Club Rock Shandy? I want to drink in Club Rock Shandy. Domingo. Is it Italian? It's Spanish, isn't it? For Sunday, Domingo. Or am I wrong? Domingo. Yes, Sunday. So Placido Domingo is like a quiet Sunday, isn't it? That's someone who's been out on Saturday night in Spain with a banging, a proper banging hangover and a headache. Are you coming out for a game of golf or something, lad? Oh, no. Placido Domingo, Placido Domingo. Gonna have to go to the Irish Centre. Is that still open? No suckers going on. Hang on. If you could send some, you would, but you can't post liquid to the UK. You can't. The only thing you could do is you could meet up with Jackie on the border, smuggle it into Northern Ireland. She could send it over here. Proper smuggling. You get somebody able to find some somewhere. If there's Irish involved, there'll be some kind of smuggling, won't there? If you freeze it. Placido Domingo sounds like a day for men with penile dysfunction, which is probably why I know it so well. To be honest with you, I find it difficult to get up on a Sunday.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
I've let myself down, I've let my family down, I've let the school down. Could you not drone it? Drone it across the Irish Sea? Placido Domingo, oh, there you go. I couldn't believe it when we seen Pele advertising Viagra. Anyone who's be good at keepy uppies, you think it'd be him, wouldn't you? Obviously not. Could wrap it in bubble wrap. But if they x-ray the parcel, they're most likely to remove it. Yes, can't be doing that. More spam from the cat. Louise. If you ask you what time you get up, it's about 5 minutes before the trouser fella. Should be the other way around, shouldn't it? So I'm led to believe. That's what they say around our way anyway. It's common knowledge apparently. Bit more smeg. Bit more smeg action. I am worth it. Tremendous action. To be honest, I think the thermos is better than the smeg. The pen is mightier than the sword, you know what I mean? Only because the thermos keeps it hotter longer and you can fit twice as much in. And I am a genuinely fat bastard when it comes to cups of tea. Know what I mean? Will do. Fantastic. Lovely. We like our animules on here, don't we? Trying to catch them in the act, but other way around these days. Oh, man. I feel your pain. Actually, no, I don't. I take half a Viagra these days so I don't piss on my shoes. This thing's still on. Take the other half of an evening so I don't roll out of bed. This thing on. I take Viagra eye drops because they make me look hard.
Very poor.
Very poor indeed. Very poor. Yes, thanks Brexit. It's cocked up all kinds of stuff, hasn't it? Well, you know what I mean. We like our feline fellas. That sounds like part of the Everton song, doesn't it? And we like our feline fellas. Feline fellas. Kev the rat. Psychopath. Oh, Everton, yeah. No, maybe not. We do. Our Domingo looks fantastic, by the way. Proper geezer. A ginger as well. A ginge. The only cat that we had in my lifetime was a ginge. Little Marmaduke. Little evil little fucker. I can't remember her too much, to be honest. Just like the hat, very 90s. It is. It's very in the area. Little Ben Sherman. I forgot I was wearing it on the Mankman video, otherwise I wouldn't have worn it, obviously. Can't wear the same thing twice, despite the fact that I filmed it on different days, obviously. The next Reason the Rhyme has been recorded, will be uploaded and will be released on Tuesday, I think it is, or something like that. There's lots of orange smock action in that, by the way. And because of the weather, a fair amount of car action as well. Part of the reason why I'm looking forward to spring, I think. I can do things outside, do more recording. What are the colours? Red, white and blue. Red and white on a blue background, so it's red, white and blue. Don't mind a bit of Ben Sherman. Every one of us, every British fella, has had a Ben Sherman shirt at one point, haven't we? It is petrol blue as well. Beautiful shade of petrol blue. To go with the petrol grey Jeff shirt that I'm wearing at the moment. You see, I'm rocking Jeff and he's taking the piss out of me. Ruining things. Someone online claimed that a European needs a special ID card to travel freely in Europe. which is stupid because isn't that just another type of passport? No, we don't. I think a lot of people are getting mixed up with things that were supposed to happen and things that happened in, I don't know, Yes Minister and stuff like that. ID card. I'm not having an ID card. ID cards don't stop no hijacked jets, man. What does it mean, Ben Sherman? Just it's the name of a fella. It is very mank, man, isn't it? Alright, how's it going, Arkhead? I've also got my parker in the wardrobe, mate. Proper parker. Lambretta parker. It's amazing, mate. Barbara, there's too much butter on my tuna ciabatta. Been doing that far too often. I need to put the parker on. I might do. I should have put it on earlier while I was outside doing the bloody car. It was needed. You know what I mean? I went out in my hoodie. Just in my hoodie. If it's like this tomorrow, it probably still will be, won't it? I might take... I'll wear the parker and I'll wear this as well, and I'll take a proper camera and I'll do my little me Liam Gallagher in the motor. Back of the motor. How's it going, geezer? Yes, the parker's fantastic, by the way. It's a proper full-on Lambretta. I could be on a scooter. Parker. It was someone that claimed it on the back of a Yes Minister sketch. Yeah, it was famous in Yes Minister. Sort of an ID card, a bit like a driving licence to get around Europe, or like kicking off on it. Louise used to have a snorkel parker when you were a teen. Wow. Please tell me you've got pictures of you wearing a snorkel parker. And especially, did you get it zipped up so it was funnelled? Find it. We need to find it. There's got to be pictures of you wearing that. Normally, in someone's backyard, breeze block in the background, wearing it while it's sunny, and there's other people sunbathing, but you're still freezing cold when you're young. Lou Paws. Was he a 1920s blues singer? See, this is almost gone. There's not enough. Smeg, if you're listening, you can sponsor me and then send me loads more of these so I can do about 4 or 5 and I can drink 4 or 5 during these. No and no. It was navy blue with a bright orange line. Weren't they all? Well, but 99% of them I've ever seen were navy blue with a bright orange line, and all olive drab green with an orange lining. Amazing. I don't think I ever had one of them. I must have been one of the only people never to have one of them. But I think I might have been one of the only people to rock up in the Netherlands in the 80s wearing a bomber jacket with mods into the 80s patch on it, riding a rally grifter. You had a hacking jacket. Next. Didn't know what it was till you wore it to school. A hacking jacket. They'd go down an absolute bomb nowadays, wouldn't they? A nice hacking jacket. Casper, you have a snorkel park your uncle bought in Labrador in Canada in the 80s, early 90s. And it's on your jacket rack. You've got a jacket rack. Use it in winter. Casper, you have to provide evidence of this. In fact, we've had scarves and hats. Everyone, send in your best coat. Or your worst coat. Doesn't matter, just send in a coat. We need all these pictures. I will definitely wear the parka tomorrow in the area. I'll take it out tonight and make sure it's there waiting. A snorkel parka, I said it was a coat. You've watched Man Down, haven't you? There was an episode of Man Down where they were looking through windows wearing coats with like the hood. Like Kenny off South Park. Like that. That's a snorkel parka. And they had the little shouty Dennis. The shouty student was with them. Looking through the window until he got caught. That's a snorkel parka. It was just a coat. It wasn't just a coat. It's more than that. Ali has many coats. They have many colour. I've got fucking loads of coats. Loads of coats and loads of hoodies. No wonder I've got no space to put anything anywhere. Can't help it, can you? Apart from I can fit loads of space for cameras and stuff, can't I? And lights and lights and lights and lights and lights and lights. Oh, the lightsaber has gone out, despite being fully charged and despite being plugged into a power bank. I think there's something involved in that. That might be getting retired soon. That one, bullshit, man. I've got a very nice coat which I never wear. If it's the military thing, it doesn't fit me. It possibly fit me when I was 12 stone 10 coming out of hospital. It doesn't fit me now. I'm 16 stone. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? You could give me the night off. You could. Just you two wearing coats. There you go. That'd be the best stream ever, wouldn't it? I'd be able to sit off with a full smeg. Just buzzing, mate. Know what I mean? Buzzing. Proper. Your favourite coat is not green, knee length, faux fur collar. I like not green. It's a fantastic colour. Knee length. Faux fur. Black, green, blue, brown, pink, red. I love your coat in many colours. Send it to you. You love us. If it's still in here, I will do. I don't think it is, though, to be honest. I'm sure I got rid. That's one of the problems about being a big lad. And then being a skinny lad, and then being a big lad again. 12 stone 10 was just too much. Well, it was too little, if you know what I mean, but it was too much. You can't be 6'4" and 12 stone 10. I looked ill. I was in hospital, so I was ill, but you know what I mean, I looked ill. Not just, you're alright, love. No, look at the state of him, he hasn't got long to go in, has he? That ill, you know what I mean? It's not healthy. And yet apparently 12.5 stone is ideal for someone of my height. Fuck right off. 14.5 is still too small. Faux fur is nice. You like aviation jackets, flying jackets? Some nice ones are them. I don't think I could get away with wearing a leather though. Leather though, I can't even speak. What's wrong with me? The leather flying jackets with the fur in them. As great as they look, I don't think I'd manage to pull that off. Nor one of those high school shooter long coats. I don't think I'd carry one of them off either. Me Napa Peary one, I can. I get a look sound in there. I look borderline football hooligan, so it's probably in the right area, really, isn't it? Sent me an image on Insta of the snorkel parka. Oh, come on, punk, come on, let's have a look. Parka. Snorkel parka in the area. Proper. Lovely stuff. Get it on, man. Get it on. Bang a gong. Get it on. I haven't worn a proper coat in ages. My smock is fantastic. It's half coat, half hoodie, so it works really well. But my Napa Peary jacket, which is the £200, was a £400 coat, but I paid 200 for it, is an investment that I think was worth paying. That has kept me very, very warm over the last 3 or 4 years. In fact, even longer than that. It hasn't kept me warm at all over the last 3 years or 4 years. I haven't worn it. Of course I haven't. What am I talking about, you tit? Bomber jackets you like as well, although they refer to skinheads. They don't, not always. And there's nothing wrong with skinheads. The right-wing lunatic skinheads, yes. But the actual skinhead movement in the UK, back in the 70s, the skinheads were listening to loads of reggae and going to black clubs and integrating with people. It's when the National Front started using the same kind of look. That's when it went out the window, which is a shame, man. Yeah, your ideal weight is your height in centimetres minus a metre, as usually your ideal weight in kilograms, right? 93 kg is my ideal weight. Over 14.5 stone, £205. I'll be happy at that. I think at the moment I'm more, let's have a look, what am I at the moment? 15 and a half, I think I am, to be honest. I think I'm around about 99 to 100 kilos. So around 216-ish pounds. I'm happy with that. I'm all right with that. Although the other day I weighed myself and I was 96.7 kilos. So I give it the full City FM again. 96.7 FM stereo. Very interesting, Casper. Given your height though, Thomas, that would mean that you'd have to be around about 6 stone or something, wouldn't it? I'm only joking. Sounds in a healthy margin. It is. It wasn't when I got out of hospital though. What was 12 stone 10? What was that in kilos? I was 80 kilos when I got out of hospital. 80 kilos, and it was horrific. My legs are still thin compared to what they were, but oh, man, terrible. 80 kilos. Can you imagine that on me? It was fucking like that, man. It's horrible. You're fat then? No. Menopausal. I feel so sorry for women having to go through that fucking menopause. Horrific. No longer up St John's Beacon. Oh, have they changed the signage on that yet? You're about 165 and about 60 kilos, so that works. It's a nice little rule of thumb now. I have to bear that one in mind. Connor, you want a drink? No problemo. I must have looked frail. I did. I looked horrific. I also, and I couldn't even have a go at them, because I was in there for 2 months. I had beard growth and my hair had grown. And one of the girls, one of the night nursey women, one of the young girls, started calling me Marv from Home Alone. And actually I did look like Marv from Home Alone, who's not Joe Pesci. That's the best way to describe him. He's not Joe Pesci. Daniel someone his name is, isn't it? I didn't half look like him. And then Agatha, one of the Polish nurses, just said, I want to shave you. What are you on about? I'm sick of seeing that on your face. I want to shave you. Piss off, Agatha. And one day she did. And I felt so much better for it. And then she went round shaving everybody on the ward. But I don't want to take it off. Well, fuck you. Nick said it was okay, so you're getting it as well. So I am to blame for that as well. Everybody on the ward got shaved. Yeah, you're not fat. Don't be at it. Don't be at it. And it's Ali's song, it is. You'd love Liverpool Airport. Go and see the Yellow Submarine up close and in person. You should do that, you know. Just fly in. Piss about on the submarine for an hour and piss off back home. Just say, where have you been? Just nipped out. Just nipped out. You'll be all right. Just nipped out. You could do that. Easily done, man. Just before you have to say goodnight, you have to listen to this. Rock Show, of course. No complaints, Esther, of course. Beer. I still haven't drank my Asahi, have I? And I still haven't had a beer here for ages. I'm going to do that once the weather gets a bit warmer. Beers will come back. Alcohol free, obviously. Can't be drinking proper beer, can I? That is Ali's song. If you're on a stream on Thursday on Connor's stream, he'll sing it for you. There you go. Get yourself down. Let's have a party. Proper party. You know what it's like when we have a party, don't you? Sorted, mate. Sorted, mate. Smeg. Because I'm worth it. It is, it's alright that. Just make a bigger one, will you, for fuck's sake. For us greedy boys. If you can make it, you will. It depends on work, of course. We're all back to it, aren't we? I wasn't off. My daughter's back to it, I mean, though. Which means up early in the morning, clean my car. Not clean it, but you know what I mean. Get all the shite off it. And hope I can drive. No worries, Ali Ali-o. Bonne nuit, chérie. Have a good day tomorrow at work. Be careful. Do not slip on the ice. One friend one summer showed up with an impressive six-pack. So what did you do? Well, if you want something similar, just have 14 days of not being able to eat. Right, well, yeah, they say that, don't they? Everybody's got a six-pack. It's just hidden beneath what you've got over the top of your stomach. But beneath it, it's a six-pack. Don't have to go and do loads of sit-ups for it to be strong like that. Strong like bull, my friend. Back to work tomorrow, Connie. I know, mate. Hopefully your day goes all right as well. Jeff is ready for his close-up, Mr. DeVille. I thought you were Mr. DeVille. Oh, right, looking in the mirror, you absolute vain twat. Jeff. Is he still outside in the hot tub? Getting his fill of the lovely ladies. Connor.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Level 9, get in there, lad. Level 9. That's 4 so far today, innit? Ali's getting your dance moves in. Fantastic. Yeah, we're going to throw the dance moves up on a minute, I think. In a minute. On account of the fact that it is late, isn't it? You know what I mean? It is. So you know what this is, don't you? It's 5, yeah, it's 5. 5 things that mean something to me and the reason why. There we go. Proper 5s in the area. I just almost hit Mankman again. And of course, if you see Mankman, you will also see loads of owl shit as well. Because I have a tendency to do loads of owl stuff. Know what I mean? Anyway, get your dancing shoes on. Ali's already started. Because you know what time it is. It's always this time of night.
Another great night here at the Paris Palace. Folks, go give yourself a round of applause. We've had a good chat, told the odd joke. Now get in our hot tub for a post-stream soak.
And that's that.
Hoo-yah!